Boop, 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 boop. We're actually inside of Telepe. I don't know how much this we need to explore, but we are here to vanquish an evil, I think a drug smuggler that is holding up here at the behest of the king. Actually, no, I think we already killed him. Or not the king, but the count. We already killed the dude, so I want to go and explore the rest of Telepe. Telepe? I want to go and explore the rest of this place. Just for the heck of it, we haven't explored an alien ruin in a hot minute. And then we'll report our findings, but yeah, so after we do this, though, I think we'll probably be just about done with quests within Leyawiin. We still need to go back for Fort Blue Blood for the Mages Guild quest. But other than that, we did Tidewater already. Deepscorn Hollow is out here, too. We might do that while we're kind of in this neck of the woods, too. Move everything to the top shelf, Johnson. The good news is I got, like, those little step stools. So, like, I can reach things. But the other nice thing is that both Gracie and I are short. So I don't place a lot of things on the top shelf. Although I can reach it, she cannot. There are things that I can reach that she cannot. And that is so fun. I've told the story before because I never get to be the tall person in a situation. So there are times where she can't reach something and I can relatively comfortably reach it. So I get to like really milk that situation because again I never get to be the tall guy in a situation like this. So I get to be like, yeah, let me get that for you. Oh yeah. The other joke is that again I'm like 2 or 3 inches taller than her, so I can be like, Gracie, do you need my 2 inches? And she'll be like, yes, please. And I'll be like, good. This is something that absolutely should be used against me in a court of law. Something that should be used against me in out of context sentences. Alex, she needs your 2 inches. Oh yes, believe me. Wink. Smiley face. I know. Someone taller than you, JD. Yeah, JD. I've never met JD in person, but he is a tall glass of water. He is a tall lad. Yeah, the tug's on the high shelf. That's right. The senile scribbles. Oh wait, that was the video you sent me, Lunar Waffles. I don't know actually. I can't remember it off the top of my head. You can resend it if you want. I could maybe I'll recognize it when I see it. 6'3", that's right. Yeah, I mean, I know a few dudes that are taller than me. Do I know any women that are taller than that? I know some pretty tall ladies, but I don't know. I guess I don't. In a lot of cases, I don't know their exact heights. Like I just know, like generally, you know, that they're above 6 foot. That's an interesting question, though. A quandary for the ages. It'd be in the DMs. Okay, yeah, I'll check that later. Lunar Waffles. Yeah, it sounds good. What's up, Meerkat? Mammalian Feliform. Well, you know, you're definitely in the top 10, Meerkat. I'll say that much. Actually, I have one other streamer friend whose name is Darth Meerkat. So, in a strange turn of events, I apparently know several Meerkats. Oop. That is not what I meant to cast. Roxy Eric. Interesting that they have, like, names. They are named individuals. Oh, over-encumbered. Look at that. Immediately over-encumbered. So I guess I gotta be dainty about what I choose to nab. What I choose to snag. But yeah, this doesn't happen terribly often. Very infrequently even, do we get... Oh, look at those, the black bows. Very infrequently do we get NPCs or at least bandits in situations like this that have unique names. Usually they're just called Bandit or Marauder. These are special. Oh my gosh, bone meal, not inside of a bowl, but above a bowl. Does that mean that they are trying to make bone meal gravy? If so, we need some powdered deer penis to really bring this meal together. 6'4"? You're 6'4" as well, Meerkat? That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty up there for sure. Literally up there. Call him a shouty. That's right. Yeah, call him Shouty Johnson. Because shouty has multiple connotations. And they're all correct. Every connotation is correct. I think I'm carrying a bunch of crap that I really should not be carrying. If memory serves correct. Yeah, get that thing out of here. Actually, I should probably drop a lot of things that are unnecessary then. What else am I carrying? Got some daggers that I'll sell. Yeah, what am I carrying that's so heavy? My strength didn't get damaged. Is it 270? Does that sound right? My agility and speed got damaged, so I will need to repair those. I'm carrying other things that are apparently quite heavy, though. Canopy helmet. That's pretty good. Resist magic. That's pretty good, yeah. What's my current helmet do, for that matter? Fortify. Oh. Fortify a lot of things. Intelligence, willpower, and luck. Those are all pretty dang good. I mean, resist magic is nice. I guess it will keep this if we ever need to fight something scary that is throwing magic at us. And then give him a little booty tap, Johnson. A little love tap. I think that never hurt anybody. So I think it's a solid idea. Anything I can offload. And of course, I keep hanging on to these two things, man. Reflect spell, and then like resist everything by 20. I'm actually tempted to sell this one because we have a frost immunity ring. We have already amazing fire immunity. So 20 is kind of unnecessary. An additional 20 is kind of unnecessary. Shock we don't have a lot of, obviously, but we do have just about everything else covered. So we might not really need that shield anymore. So, but yeah, I think it's more of a kind of a death by 1,000 cuts. We really don't have like a ton of things that are individually super heavy. That's just a bunch of smaller things. So I better be at least 6-0, says Johnson. Everything I'm going through, says Johnson. Because she's standing on the bedroll. Alright, so we saw at least one other NPC off to the side. Evil welt on accident. With like when dealing with heals, especially, yeah, I know Gracie has mentioned on a few occasions that yeah, like really like crappy heals. I mean, a lot of heals are crappy just by their nature. It's kind of hard to sneak with her just standing at attention like this, but oh heck, I was hoping to be sneaky. No sneaky times now. Whoa! Look at us both drop like flies. Just topple over, and now they're already out of the stuff. They're already out of the goods. They're very fast. But anyway, yeah, like, heals are frequently a pain in the ass just by their nature. But if a heal is, like, extra shitty, because, like, you know, they're like, poorly made, so they're extra uncomfy, then yeah, they can very easily leave welts and then leave uncomfortable marks afterwards. They do not sound fun. By the way, Mr. Meerkat with the haunted chocolate milk photorealism Dali prompt. Let us absolutely do that. That sounds like an absolutely good time. Haunted chocolate milk. I'm not familiar with the haunted chalky milk. Here's some chalky milk because you're epic. Y-O-U''R-E-U-R. Well, actually, no, that one's okay. It's Y-O-U-R epic. That's the one. Here's some chalky milk because you're epic. Y-O-U-R. My epic? It is mine. It is yours. Anything else in here? I think so. White Flare, good to see you, bud. Smacking Joey's ass. Oh, smacking Joey's ass so it leaves a welt on... Wait, on you or on him? Or I guess on both. I thought you were saying the heels can leave, like, blisters. Is the thing that I've heard legends of. Legends told of such things. There's an ebony dagger that somebody dropped, and once again, I'm like, I kind of want to grab it, but I don't really have room for it. One thing I always thought about in Morrowind was that, you know, there's Alms of the Intervention, there's Divine Intervention. Usually you cast that on yourself to teleport yourself to your chosen location. But what if you could, like, Alms of the Intervention on target? So, like, you just send somebody else elsewhere, or even better, set a mark above some lava in Mar or something, and then hit recall on another entity. Just send that motherfucker to the Shadow Realm, just right to the lava, like above the lava, so they drop down and die. I don't think you can do it in that game, but like, what if though? What if you could? I did see that Gundam guy. That shit looked ridiculous. In a good way. The good kind of ridiculous, to be clear. Let's save real quick, and then let's alt-tab and do a Dali prompt redemption. I fear only horny goblin brain. I would say horny goblin brain, again, is to be embraced, because we all know better than to try to resist our innate horniest and gobliniest urges, because it is a fool's errand trying to hold that kind of thing off. It's gonna come out. It's gonna emerge in ways that are at times inconvenient. In times and in places in which you would least think. You know? In the fast food lane, drive-through lane for a fast food restaurant, at a hospital, delivering a eulogy. Sometimes you gotta let the horny goblin out, dude. Because if you don't, it will only become that much more potent. So, yeah, let it do its thing. It's just how it do. I don't make the rules. I don't make the horny goblin rules. I just am influenced by them. Time for some water times. Want to say offensive things right now. Yeah, Johnson says, hold me back. Hold me back, fam. Actually, I should probably keep the torch out. Let's see, can I zoom in camera a little bit? That's about as good as it gets, I suppose. Oh, that was it. I was thinking there was gonna be more to this little place. Just an average coffer. And a handwritten note. Alright, I'll bite. What's this handwritten note? Brugo's take, 300 ducks. 300 ducks. I've never heard that term before, using the term duck for gold. Maybe duck is like an alternate phrase for drakes, maybe? Because they sometimes use the word drakes to mean gold. Okay. Well, that was a really short dungeon then. I was thinking there'd be more to it, but... Okay. Well, we got what we need. Got what we need, and we killed a bunch of bad guys, so... All in a day's work, I would say. Here's Black Brugo himself, melting into the floor. Overworld music of Oblivion, specifically. I would assume that such a thing would exist, at least on YouTube. I would assume. Flamethrower to defend from horny goblin brain. Well, if you're defending yourself, though... I mean, I guess I've never heard of a self-administered flamethrower injury, but I'm sure it could happen. Well, actually, that's not true. I have heard of self-administered flamethrower injuries, but never by intention. I mean, yes, flamethrower injuries that are self-administered happen all the time, but usually it's by accident. Never somebody where they're trying to protect their own brain from... Protect themselves from an aspect of their brain. Duck smugglers? That is delightfully sinister to imagine. Where are you? Creature. Beast. Foul thing. Render yourselves unto me. Creature of ill intent. Even Mazoga's like, what the fuck is this thing? Is it you? How about you? Probably not him. Or churches within walking distance. Ooh, that's some good shit, Johnson. That's some evil, sinister shit. She's looking with intent. Is it stuck somewhere? Somebody or something knows exactly where we are, but I don't see shit. Ouch. Excuse me? Oh. Oh, it's an archer person. You've been here this whole time, motherfucker? Bandit Bowman? Bowman is his last name. Bandit Bowman, man of the bows. Bows, headphones. Ouch. You're gonna ruin the day you try to fight her, though. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's only gonna get you so far, homie. It's like, where's this motherfucker coming from? He was coming from down there, clearly. So I gotta make some room for things, obviously, because we're picking shit up. But yeah, that is some delightfully evil shit, Johnson. I mean, we are in spooky season, and we're getting into more spooky season once October hits. Bunch of spam email, Johnson. Yep, that'll do it. You get the goods. Give me a single honk. A single honk. Yeah, a single little duck noise. I imagine it's like the shop, or the, what's it called? The traveling merchant from Resident Evil 4, where he goes like, welcome, and then he like opens his trench coat, and it's like lined with a bunch of things, but in this case, the bunch of thing is various duck eggs, and various ducks, and mallards, and various forms of duckulation. I'm gonna drop one of these bad boys. And I think I've got some potions I can drop too. Some potions and some other things. Starting with some of these, probably. Let's drop 3 of them. I was gonna say, I know I picked up a few not so great potions, so yeah, I'll just kind of drop those. Bloop. All good. All set. The data arrows, which I'll sell. Those are fairly valuable. Right, well, we have what we need. Let's head back to Leyawiin. Restoration, hell yeah. Alright, she's fully healed. She's got an arrow in a fairly unpleasant looking spot, but she'll be alright. She's a tough gal. Nameless ghoul from Ghost? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were just talking about Ghost not too long ago, actually. I've had the pleasure of seeing them live like 4 times. They're a very fun band. Still got some arrows in my shoulder, by the way. Nothing to be alarmed by, obviously. Nothing out of the ordinary. Hopefully the lady is following me. I know the AI sometimes struggles with pathfinding like this. Oh, right, I need to turn this quest in while I'm here, actually. What are you buying? Got some rare things for you on sale, stranger. That's right, yes.
I don't think...
Oh, wrong one, this one.
You've done it. I can't even begin to thank you enough. By the divines, I salute you in the name of the Legion. Here is your well-earned reward.
Well-earned reward, 520. Hell yes. You're in Buffalo, Johnson. There aren't any cool bands. That's a shame, because I mean, there's been a number of times where a band that I want to see is like, we're going to East Coast, we're going to West Coast, and then we might hit up Chicago, we might hit up like, you know, Milwaukee, you know, maybe a few Midwestern cities, but then they ignore St. Louis. The thing is, I guess Buffalo is kind of far from like New York City proper, like, you know, like a lot of the more common spots. So yeah, it probably is inconvenient at times. But yeah, no, I've seen Johnson. I've seen Ghost a number of times. Here she is.
Black Brugo is dead, right? So I'm going to be a knight?
That's right.
I'll go back and wait in the county hall. You'll tell me when I'm a real knight, please?
Pretty please. With sugar on top. All right, so he's heading out, and I too shall. Actually, we're going the same direction. Yeah, I've seen them a number of times. They were a few. I think I've seen them 3 times, because I know I've seen them twice as headliners.
I can't sell you any horse flesh. You have to go inside and talk.
Horse flesh. I've seen them twice as headliners. I think I saw them once when they opened for somebody, and well, I've seen them open for Iron Maiden, but I think I saw them open for somebody else. But no, I think it was just Iron Maiden. So I think it was just I think I've just seen them 3 times. Mayhem did come to Buffalo. That's nice. Fabled, good to see you, friend. Yes, I will salute you as well, Fabled. I'll salute you and everybody we all know, including ourselves. So I need to turn this quest into the for the Count, and he'll be in front of the castle, obviously. And I definitely remember how to get to the castle. Is it over here? It's weird because it's like kind of built into the what looks to be built into the wall in kind of a strange way. I think it's over this way. Pittsburgh or Chicago all the time, yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about how, like, a lot of times I'll see New York, various New York locations for a lot of bands that tour, but yeah, usually it's more into the New York City area, not so much Buffalo or some of the, you know, some kind of slightly more further flung areas. A real bit fake knight. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, well, I guess it's a knight errant, right? So not like a true knight, but a knight errand. I guess that's what that means. Like we talked about this last time, like a knight errand person, more or less. 4 hours from Toronto, 9 from Chicago, and New York City. Wait, how far are you from New York City? I always thought Buffalo was like pretty close. 5 from Pittsburgh. Yeah, so you're far from a lot of things. I'm like 5 or 6 hours from Chicago here in St. Louis. So, I mean, I've gone to Chicago for concerts before, but not terribly frequently. It's like it's got to be for a band I really want to see.
Hello there.
Oh my! Are you an adventurer?
Oh my. Doing well, Fable. No, we're doing well. We're playing some Oblivion. Any day when I get to stream and play Oblivion is a good day in my
You
book.
are here to tell me of Black Brugo's death.
Tell me of the death. No, we're doing well though. It's been a pretty chill time. Pretty chill week. Although I will. There's a chance I'll be busy tomorrow night, so I might not be able to stream tomorrow night. But we might do like an extra stream over the weekend to make up for it. So we'll be able to do some stuff. I'm kind of surprised it's not clickable.
What news
Or it's
you have?
clickable, but oh, there we go.
Justice has been done. And
Just wasn't highlighted.
henceforth, Mazoga and you shall be known as Knights of the White Stallion.
Okay, so we do get the title
May I
then.
present you with the perquisites of your rank, a key to White Stallion Lodge, and a shield bearing the arms of County Leyawiin. Mazoga's key and shield shall be delivered to her directly, and I promise you a bounty of 100 gold for each black bow you bring.
Oh, I forgot about the black bows. Okay, that's fine.
Each black bow you bring me means another black bow bandit slain.
Leyawiin shield, nice.
It is not always an easy life,
Forgot about that detail.
but the people must be served.
So Buffalo's on the other side of the state. Really? Okay, yeah, I didn't realize it was that far. I always assumed it was like kind of close to New York City. But if it's all the way out, yeah, Albany, New York City, right, yeah. So Albany would probably be a little bit further in, further like, I guess further north, I'm guessing. I guess I don't know my New York State geography too well. Niagara Falls is relatively close, right? Lake Erie, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, in that case, yeah, the Buffalo folks are getting the short end then because yeah, it's like there's New York State. Yeah, they just hit up probably the 2 or 3 main areas. I always thought Buffalo was like fairly large, and it probably is, but you know, relatively at least. But yeah, I guess for a lot of concert promoters and tour managers don't consider it so well, unfortunately.
Good day, Sir Knight.
Sir Knight, that's me. Let's take a look at our cool shield that I suspect I probably won't keep, but we'll take a look at it though. Leyawiin shield. It's nice. It's light armor, which is good, but I mean, we have much better shield things, so I will throw it at your face. Okay, not really, but I will respectfully decline it. Here, I'll put it on your lap. Yeah, I can't put it on your lap. I'll put it
Are you an adventurer?
over your head. Okay, good enough. I'm always worried that like physics damages the thing in this game, and then I'm gonna just fucking murder this man to death without meaning to.
Bright one.
Also, it looks like he has a lunch line of visitors, but these are just like his homies, the people that do his torque for him. Not a lot in Cleveland either, but Cleveland rocks. Yeah, that's a shame. Like I said, I have seen myself at least bands that I would like to see that, you know, go to those areas, but of course it's all relative. By the way, Lunar Waffles with an MS Paint challenge. You have friends in metal bands. That's cool, John. So yeah, you know some people that are either in the bands or work with them. Cannibal Corpse. Yeah, that's kind of neat. That's actually quite neat. We'll do the MS Paint challenge from Lunar Waffles in a moment.
Did you tell the Count about Black Brugo?
I sure did.
So, am I a knight? God's ghoulies. Not just a knight, but a knight errant.
God's ghoulies.
That's a real special kind of knight, right? So go on, say it. Say, I greet you, Sir Mazoga. Thank you kindly, Sir Knight. Sounds good. Damn good. I'm a knight errant now, and I don't care who knows it. So thank you. You've been good to me, and I won't ever forget it. So I better get started doing my good deeds, and maybe I'll see you at the White Stallion Lodge.
Oh, that's right. That was the other thing we gained access to. I don't know. I don't know if we
That
didn't have
count
access
got
to
you
it already.
help me. Damn nice, both of you. Think I'll stick around. Maybe do some good deeds here.
Metro areas over 1 million. I think St. Louis is around that as well. So like we're probably similarly sized, TBH. A lot of big metal bands stop touring there. Yeah, we don't get a ton. I mean, we do get some sometimes, but I don't listen to a ton. I listen to a decent number of metal bands, but the ones that I've been into more recently are like less of the big ones. Less like the big names. I tend to go for the more weird shit, admittedly. Just email them directly, yeah. I mean, the tricky thing though is that sometimes it's not even up to the bands, it's up to the promoters that they work with, so sometimes it's out of their hands, unfortunately. A one-woman show, there you go. That's right. Johnson says, I will make it. I will be like a guaranteed person. I'll have enough enthusiasm to cover the whole crowd. Leyawiin Jailer. Oh, we've actually interacted with him before. We had to bribe him. Let us visit one of the Argonian lads that was held up there previously. I should probably sell a bunch of the things we have because we are very much at our capacity. But we knocked out a number of side quests, actually within just the past couple minutes of gameplay time. Need to go back to Braville. Oh, because we resolved this. That's to report our quest progress there. We need to go to the Imperial City for this one, for the Tears of the Savior. Imperial City for, this is Dark Brotherhood, I believe. Yes. Now, the one thing, I think I actually just passed it up. This one. Yeah, the Leyawiin recommendation. So for this one, we will need to go yonder to Fort Blue Blood. So we'll do that next. That's our next point of order. Point of hors d'oeuvres. But, like I said, I need to sell some things first because we are very much overloaded with stuff. Yeah. Well, that's a pretty understandable way to feel disenfranchised about the whole thing, Johnson. I can't say I blame you. Cause yeah, there very much is kind of a, is double standard the right word? There's like this notion where I think it's, you know, those who've been here for a while probably know, can probably put together how I feel about certain certain flavors of certain establishments, political or otherwise. Because yes, there is those that say, well, you know, people should, like, we would rather encourage people to take care of themselves and, you know, lift themselves up by their own bootstraps, and you know, it's like, you know, reward hard work, that kind of thing. And then people in the back are like, what about people that, like, you know, have like health problems, you know, like maybe we could like bolster social services to, you know, help people, you know, live their lives and, you know, work properly and, you know, contribute to society. And then they're like, nah, that's too much work. So yeah, it is frustrating, to put it nicely.
In all Cyrodiil.
The love muffin status of pets. I've never heard of the love muffin philosophy of pets, but they are frequently good little love muffin little buddies. Also, I'm actually sell these back in the Imperial City. We need to go to the Imperial City anyway, but there's a dude who has more dollars at the Imperial City who would pay a pretty penny for these puppies. We'll sell those there. Is there anything else I want to go for? These, yeah, I think we were saying, I think I'm going to get rid of these. They're plenty good, and Detect Life is nice, but we have spells for casting Detect Life, obviously. And the gloves we have are worse armor-wise, but better with everything else. These I will get rid of.
A good price for a good customer.
For a good customer. Oh, you say that to all the purple, swollen face customers that walk through these doors. Of which there are several of us. What if I sneak security Detect Life? Oh, that's right. This one's too expensive too. Yeah, so we gotta sell that to somebody else. Yeah, I think I might go and sell this one. If oh, except he can't afford it. So yeah, same thing. We'll sell it to somebody else, but I think I will offload this one too. I feel like it is to the point now where we don't really need the resistances anyway. Little love muffin. Cause he makes, but oh right, yeah, cats when they're doing their kneading, yeah, they're making biscuits, making muffins, various baked goods. That is always fun. I'm trying to remember, I feel like I read something not too long ago that tried to explain why cats do that. When they're feeling good, when they're comfy, they'll like, it's like they're kneading bread. They're making biscuits. I can't remember what the exact like conclusion was, but it was some kind of deep dive into cat psychology. Trying to understand why they are the way that they are. Although, trying to understand kitty cats or trying to understand any small furry critter can sometimes lead to like questioning of your sanity, because the answer, of course, is that it usually defies logic. That's part of their charm. Is their nonsensicalness. And so I was thinking I might just sell all of my lockpicks, because we have this infinite use lockpick, which is pretty cool. I mean, I guess they're weightless, so I guess I hang on to them for now. We know that sometimes they are good for some quests where you could like give them to other people, like we did for the Argonian lad a few streams ago. Actually, we had to give him a lockpick so he could bust out of prison. Another satisfied customer.
Good day.
If they need, oh, that would be a Johnson, right? Yeah, so it's like nostalgic for them. It's a sign that they're feeling good, that they're feeling cozy and happy. So that they feel like if they trust us as if we were a parent of theirs. Thankfully, because Gracie has 2 kitty cats. Thankfully, they've never tried like kneading around where my nipples are, because they probably would figure out very quickly that I wouldn't have much to give. I'm not very bountiful, sadly. So they'd be disappointed by what I have to offer, which is nothing. It's just because they like to feel happy, feeling cozy. He has nothing in there. Yeah, some cats it's like head empty, no thoughts, head empty. Cuddles and love. That's all you need, man. When you're a kitty cat, that's all you need sometimes. What's up, level 98 wizard? Skeleton key. Yeah, it's pretty convenient, actually. And plus, you can, like, just force locks open with the auto attempt. So I'm presuming that if you have the skeleton key, you can just break in anything forever. In Morrowind, you get, like, the master skeleton key or the master key or something like that, which is really cool. But I think it technically does have limited uses, I think. I might be wrong. League of Villainous. Oh wait, it's an acronym. Oh, interesting. Writing investments in naughtiness. Well, cats are sometimes known for investing heavily into naughtiness. Naughtiness stocks are on the rise. Little tabby cat, little tabby kitty. Sounds wonderful. I am bountiful, but it's not that way. Well, thank you, Fabled. I'm glad you appreciate my... I have lots to offer in other respects. Wink, if you catch my drift. Morrowind knowledge. That's what you were referring to, Fabled, right? Alex, you're so big and girthy in Morrowind knowledge. That's see, now you know. Fellas, anybody out there if you're trying to court a nice lady. Alex, how'd you get Gracie all those years ago? Well, pull up a chair, Sonny. Let me tell you a story. Yeah, so yeah. Our first couple dates, she was like, I don't know about this guy. He's all right. He's got a nice job. He's charming enough. He does all right. But what's the thing that seals the deal? What's the thing that really sets him aside from other potential suitors? I busted out my Morrowind knowledge, and she swooned so instantly. She was like my hero. That is verbatim exactly how it went. Absolutely. That's how you do it, That's how you do it, fam. Oh, look at this guy. He's got his sword already drawn. Oh, he already sees us. Oh wait, is this the guy? No, it's not the guy. The guy that we saw had the eyebrows. The eyebrows. This guy's just a nameless bandit. Fucking nerd, dude. You would try and block that shit. Oh, you would get reflected is what you would get. Typically the bandits have a little bit more health than that. That guy folded very quickly. Endowed with girth and love. Yes, yes, all those things fabled. That is correct. Next time Grace is in the chat, I will have her confirm. Regale us with what made you discover that Alex was such a catch. She'll be like, well, he knows a lot about fairly niche 2002 PC game, PC games from 2002, early 2000s. Do I hear music? Battle music? I think I do, but I don't see them. Oh, he's up here, shooting arrows at me, trying to be a sneaky man's. Watch this man hit me with a paralyzed shot in midair, and I fucking crumple like a ball of paper. Ouch. That was like a full second of getting stunned. Ouch. Homeboy is like taking so much damage per swing and doesn't wilt in the slightest. Hit your dagger. But like he hits me and I take like 5% of my health and I'm like, whoa! I'm getting knocked off my balance every time. I'll take that lockpick that I definitely need. I definitely need all these lockpicks. We're all in agreement. So we're looking for a burial of sorts. We're looking for a tombstone somewhere around here. To be buried inside. Actually, or yeah, maybe it's actually not even a tombstone. Maybe it's a burial inside the dungeon. Sounds like that's the case. Let's go into the dungeon then. But first I was thinking to be on like the exterior, on the premises. In fact, we have the little quest marker anyway that is pointing us, I think. Actually, where is it pointing us? I was thinking it was going to point us. I think I walked by it earlier. I think I saw a door, though, somewhere. I think it is... I think we saw a door, and I think I'm able to get to the door. So I guess you could say I am a doorable person. Because I'm able to get to the door. I know. It sounded so hilarious in my mind. As these things often go. Nothing else up top. Sometimes you can get surprised and you'll find like little bonuses up in these like little nooks. Every once in a while, your curiosity can get rewarded. I don't know if this is going to be one of those cases, but hey, here's this. Oh, we got... Don't ever talk to me or my jewelry box son ever again. Pure poison and... Yeah, I'll take all of it. Cool. Only one tab at a time, Quirky. That's annoying, yeah. I know my ISP was doing maintenance. Actually, my ISP... I saw an email. My ISP was doing maintenance on Monday night, and my internet went down for like 30 minutes. 5 minutes after I ended my stream on Monday night. So it was like the timing was practically perfect. It was a shame because I couldn't watch Black Channel for very long because my internet pooped the bed, but still, it was pretty dang good, all things considered. Okay, well, I've hecked around enough. Let's get down to business. Gonna fight the ISP, that's right. I'm gonna punch the internet. It is the dude! At least I think that is. He looks like he's got the brows. I think I recognize those brows anywhere. No, we'll see if he turns his back so I can be sneaky snakes. I think he's walking... Oh no, it's a lady, never mind. I thought it was the dude.
What's that?
What's that? Because I thought I saw the silhouette of the hair. Because the guy's got that kind of hair too. But I don't recognize the... I don't see brows. Turn your back. Damn it! I wish you would have turned your back. So I could have tried to steal from you and then like got a sneaky attacks.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
It's a good thing I have yet to my knowledge, encounter a bad guy that has reflection on their equipment. Like, I don't know of an instance where I've attacked somebody and then instantly taken reflection damage. Maybe it will happen eventually, or maybe even has happened. I just didn't really recognize it, but that could, like, kind of fuck me up because we do not a small amount of damage and we don't have a crazy amount of health necessarily. We have a lot, but not like a stupid amount. So if that were to ever happen, then we would be potentially in danger. Look at us, man. An alien ruin and a fortress ruin in a single stream. It's like 2 months ago, Super Hobbit stream, where there were times where we would spend entire streams doing nothing but exploring dungeons because I had tried to explore everything we found, and it was getting out of hand quite quickly. I think I can get one of them, I bet. Oh, I can get... Well, I got one at least, yeah. I'm actually impressed he didn't alert both of them. Yeah, what I wanted was to sneak upon both of them, so I could then try to pick their pockets. Let's go over here. I want to see if I can still get your lady with the sneaky snakes. I was gonna say, I'm just gonna let him approach. Let him come to me so I can just stay relatively hidden. Yes. Yes. Actually hoping she'll see the dead dude and be like, what the fuck? And be bothered. I hope she's like, what the hell is this light source coming from? There wasn't a torch over here. Yes. She has nothing on her person. She has a sneak attack, though, which, granted, it was for 1 times damage, but still it counts. Bonk! It's always so satisfying. Oh, and then we got some, like, juggling happening, too. Can I get another knockdown? A double knockdown? Sadly not. Just the one. But still, that was pretty satisfying. Watch them go, whoa! Like, fly back like that is so fun. Another Daedra Claymore. We got the Daedra Claymore homies. I think I might level up tonight, by the way. I don't think we leveled last time. Silvando says hi. Also, KMF. KMF stands for Cat Motherfucker. Quirky Teacher's cat is announcing itself. I'm a cat motherfucker! Like, he's got attitude. Catitude, if you will. Oh, an orange baby message. There's a woman on Twitter I follow who, granted, these things are fairly easy to, you know, to manufacture, to fabricate, so I can't confirm that this is 100% true, but allegedly, according to the screenshots she shared, her cat, like, walked on her keyboard while she was in the bathroom, and, like, sat on the keyboard and was, like, pressing the, like, and, like, was sitting on the enter button, and she had her Discord up, and the cat was, like, typing nonsense into her Discord, like Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q E R F F F F F F F enter. You know, just complete nonsense, obviously. And people in her chat were like, "Hello, Percy," like they knew it was her cat. And people were, and like the cat's messages kept going through, and people were like, "That's so interesting. Yes, tell us more." I mean, again, this could be all manufactured, and she's playing it up for the Twitter likes. But even if it is fake and fabricated, it's delightful. So if it's fake, it's like wrestling. I don't like professional wrestling, but if I did like professional wrestling, I wouldn't mind that it's fake. At least that's my understanding of the philosophy. Most people know it's fake, but like that's not the point. The point is the escapism. Shoulders giving problems, Johnson. Oh, I'm sorry, that's no funsies. He says, "Oh, well, he's a good buddy, Quirky. He's a good little buddy." Apollo for Halloween. Oh, that sounds fun. That's like the whole point of having pets, is to mildly traumatize them with costumes around like little, or like Christmas sweaters around Christmas, or Halloween costumes around Halloween. Hopefully both. For the 3rd, and from the 3rd until the 31st. Oh, I like your style, Johnson. No break, probably. I mean, if the cats are you know, able to withstand it. Some cats are like surprisingly patient about that kind of stuff. Others not so much, but some do all right. Oh my god, I can steal his pants. I can steal his pants while he's wearing them. Please, if there is a Lord in heaven above, let me get away with stealing this man's pants while he's wearing them. Let's find out. Oh shit, it just occurred to me. He can't wear them because he's wearing greaves. So he actually is... Yeah, that's the thing in Cyrodiil. It's actually against the law to wear pants and armor at the same time. Greaves and pants, that is. In Vardenfell, in Morrowind, you're allowed to wear pants underneath your armor. Not in this game. You've got to raw dog that shit. If you're not going commando in Cyrodiil, the Emperor will personally enter your house at 3 a.m. and piss directly into your mouth. So, well, not anymore because he's dead. We did get away with stealing his pants, though. Oh, man, if only he was wearing them. If I could have stolen the greaves he was wearing, that would have been dope, too. Look how mad he is. He is so bothered by the fact that I stole his pants, and who could fucking blame him? Oh, it's a lady. I thought I de-pantsed a dude. It's a lady. A lady pantalones. Can't pants the man. We can't pants the lady, apparently. Actually, here's the thing. I thought it was a dude, like, from the distance. Now that I know it's a lady, I'm actually glad I didn't pants her, because then it feels like, I don't want to be creepy, right? Like, it's one thing if it's for goofs, but then it's like, I don't want to be a creeperino. Right, well, you know how sometimes they, like, when a noble warrior has been felled, they will, you know, place something at their corpse. You know, they'll place their sword by their person, or like plant them in the ground, maybe next to them, as like a way to honor them. I will honor this warrior by planting her pants. Actually, I'm gonna set them above her head. There we go. Rest well, sweet warrior. You fought valiantly, and your pants were unthieveable, sadly. Well, they were thievable, but not while you were wearing them. If I could have stolen her greaves, that'd have been something else. I just think about how that just seems uncomfortable. I mean, wouldn't you want something there as like a layer? Because I mean, granted, according to our character model, we are wearing something. You know, we got a little loincloth, so we're not fully going commando, but still. I mean, then you got the rest of it, like, you got the legs here, you know, the thighs, the knees. I mean, yeah, you would want some padding there, wouldn't you? Because it's a metal, it's heavy, it's probably cold and not always comfortable. So, the idea of having an extra layer there, I think makes perfect sense. So I don't know why it's forbidden in Cyrodiil, the land of Oblivion. Putting a sweater, but I might end up right. Yeah, some cats, or even dogs, some animals want nothing to do with that kind of shit. But Apollo's a good little buddy. What a sweet little friend. Sweet little buddy. Armpit feels weird. It's probably from the vaccine, right? Oh, it's from the shoulder thing, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, that makes much more sense. Anything else in here? We explored a bunch of things inside of here. I guess this was if she was wearing blacksmith pants, I guess this was the blacksmith we have murdered. Although she had Daedric equipment, so when you've got Daedric stuff, you don't really need to make anything better. Unless she can somehow make Daedric equipment, but if the lore is that she got him from the Oblivion Gates, then that pretty much seals it. And I'm sure there are mods that make it so that you are able to thieve things in this game from what people are wearing. I think, I could be wrong, but I think in Morrowind you could steal things that were like actively equipped, like weapons and armor. But I really can't remember. I guess it's been a while since I've had a high enough security skill, or I guess sneak skill, to try it.
Good to know. I heard that some cult called the Mythic Dawn is behind the Emperor's assassination. I see. Take care. Evening. Heard any news from the other provinces? I've heard nothing.
Sneaky man. I don't... Oh, heck. I was gonna say, if this works. An imp? Haven't seen one of those in a hot minute. Ouch. This guy has a staff. He's primarily a staffy boy. Staff the people, not the infection. For a second there, I thought he had... Let me just take a nap. I thought he'd summoned a marauder friend, because that person just kind of appeared. Oh, there's a lot of people. Maybe I should have saved. I mean, I can heal though, so I mean, we're probably fine. There's a lot of people here very suddenly. She is either very good with her blade, or I'm rolling very poorly. It's like, I can't really block very well, and she is staggering me like a champ. Bonk. Oh, never mind. I thought there was a fourth person. Just the three. So one additional person entered the fray beyond the original two. Like, she isn't even bothering getting her dagger out. She's like, nah, it's fine. He did effortlessly fell two of my homies in nearly full Daedric armor, but no, it's fine. Oh my god. What a little weirdo. Little kitty cat is Johnson. Little Apollo weirdo cat. I mean, sometimes cats... Talk about goblin brain. Sometimes cats are the embodiment of goblin brain. Quirky says, good for you, kitty. Quirky says, you know what? You do you, kitty. Who am I to judge? That is a valid way to look at it. Staff of Fireball. That explains the, well, you know, fireballs. Apparently, I deleted his boots, probably with the disintegrate equipment enchantment that my sword has. My capacity to carry things has continued to wither. Unless I could drop like healing potions or something, which I might, or sorcery potions. I'll need to drop 2 pounds of things, 2 pounds worth of things to make it worth my while. What I need to do is turn some of these things, and I'm hanging on to them because of the apparent need for them in Frostcrack Spire. I need to turn those in at some point. Goblin Brain has learned from the cats. They are good Goblin Brain teachers. I do believe it. There's a trainer up here, apparently, as evident by this little setup we got here. Why not drink the potions? I mean, if I just want to dispose of them, that is a good way to do it. Lightning Wall, by the way. Sounds cool. I remember in Diablo 1 especially, there was like the firewall spell. You would get that in Diablo 2 as well, but Diablo 1 looked way cooler. The idea of other wall spells, a lightning wall, ice wall, sounds cool. Oh, but it's just a shield. I thought it was gonna be like an offensive spell and I got excited. It's a good spell. It sounds pretty nice. I mean, or at least, oh wait, the one we just got. I mean, Shock Shield is good, but Diablo 1 Firewall is incredible. I mean, it's one of the spells you can get fairly early on, and it is useful until the until the end of the game. It is useful forever. It is never not useful. Firebolt and like Holy Bolt. Well, Holy Bolt is fast, but like Firebolt kind of outlasts its usefulness fairly quickly. It's a, you know, a quick spell to cast, obviously, but relatively light magic-wise. But the damage output, you know, it falls off after a while. That's probably where we're going next. You know, some of those early spells, like Shock Bolt, is just kind of okay, but yeah, Firewall is always a good time, without exception. Unless you're not running with like a magic-using build. If you're, you know, a fighter or a rogue, you don't really give too many shits about magic anyway. So that's where we're going. The halls. Halls to the wall. I'll take both these actually. No bingos yet, Johnson? Well, the good news is the night is young. I plan on going until probably around 1 tonight, 1 p.m. my time. So 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. I wish I could stream for like 14 hours. But I got work tomorrow morning. So I sadly cannot. But yeah, 1 a.m. my time, 2 a.m. Eastern. Bonk. Short sword. Using a short sword in a And a kind of claymore fight. Just asking for trouble. It's like in Munchkin, looking for trouble. Like kicking the door. And I draw a dungeon card because I'm looking for trouble. Somebody I can attempt to thieve from. I wish to steal more pants. Your pants. Give them to me. I make a break. I don't know. It'd be tricky. And again, there's this moving light source over here. You'd think that would catch their eyes. They'd be like, I wonder why that light source is moving on its own. Seems a slight bit strange. Glass dagger. Oh, but she had another one. Or I failed at the lock at the thieving. That is a more likely case that it was a failed thief attempt. Also, reflect damage coming in clutch, as always. Granted, I wouldn't have even wanted to keep the dagger. It would have been just for fucksies. She would have had a bow, too. And she had her linens that she was wearing. So, sadly, I wouldn't have been able to steal them if I wanted. Now, of course, at the end of the day, I don't actually care about picking their pockets because we're gonna fight them anyway. But I do find that it's a nice, if nothing else, it's a nice thing to just strive for. It's a fun challenge sometimes, and it does help to train your sneak skill. And I don't necessarily need to train my sneak skill, but since I'm in the Thieves Guild, I think it behooves me to at least try. Also, zombie hand. Randomly. Random zombie hand. It behooves me to at least try to raise my sneak skills because I think it will make Thieves Guild quests easier long term. So it is worth the old college try. Person has their back to us. Relatively permanently. Nothing on the person. Can I take all? Try again. I'm just like, oh, I was gonna say eventually. Oh, someone get a second sneak attack. Eventually they'll figure it out, but I'll go as many times as they'll let me.
Jump on my sword while you can.
Jump on my sword while you can. What an odd thing to implore of your opponent. Hey fam, could you just injure yourself for me? That'd be great. Thanks, fam. I make some bone meal. Grind up the zombie hand. Add to some already mealed bone. Are you trying to say I should make a meal of bone meal, Johnson? A bone meal, if you will. Old wooden door. I'm gonna save real quick just because we don't know what to expect. Probably no crazy surprises, but I've been wrong before. Fairly large room. What if I would have jumped on his sword? It probably wouldn't have gone well for him though, because we have so much health. We probably would have been alright, and then we would have been uncomfortably close to him. So maybe that guy didn't really think all the way through what he wanted to happen, wanted to have happen. I want to be Sneaky Snake. I want to be the snakiest of lads. Oh, heck. Yeah, well, they haven't seen. Take that. Oh, he's an archer. No, I need you to come to me, homie. He's just screaming at the top of his lungs. While his other buddies are back there just like, what's he yelling about? Jump on my sword while I can. It could be a sexual innuendo. I would absolutely hope that it is. The thing is, I think they have infinite arrows. So I think if he runs out of arrows, I don't think that he can. I could be wrong, but it's like, I want you to come down here, dude. Are we gonna have to do this, man? If I tagged him, he'd want to come down and party, but instead he wants to stay up there and party.
Show me what you've got.
Show me what you've got.
Now.
I can't believe these guys are not aware of what's happening. His buddy's just kind of like choosing to ignore what's transpiring. Maybe they don't like this guy and they're like, you know what? If he gets got, it's for the best. Let's just not help him and see if it just resolves itself. Was that? Oh, maybe he, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he had been afflicted by the horny goblin brain, Johnson. Maybe that's what was going on. So he was saying, jump on my sword while you still can. He wanted us to you know, jump his bones while we still can, while the night is young, basically. You know, he wanted us to seize the day. I'll take the key. Can I steal his shoes? Oh, I was gonna steal his shoes too. Man, these are, I was gonna say, these are not very astute marauders. I want to knock someone down. Could somebody get knocked down, please? Ouch, that one actually hurt. Keep going for the knockdown maneuver, and it keeps not working for me. Nobody put Top in the corner. Ouch. Man, these actually hurt. These hurt quite a bit, actually. Whoa, there we go. That's what I like to see. She got some air time, dude. Holy moly. She almost had some fall damage in that one. Is the baby gonna cry? That actually was fully the reflected damage doing all the work there. It actually hurt quite a bit. They were throwing some fancy moves at us. I'm guessing these are probably like the top tier fighters. Oh yeah, Warlord. That would explain it. That absolutely would explain it. He wanted us to ride his... Yeah, that probably... Yeah, his sword. Well, my understanding is that I've only played a little bit of the first Witcher game, but my general understanding is that Geralt has 3 swords. The silver sword for slaying like vampires and ghosts and like ethereal beasts. An iron sword for slaying, you know, mortal villains, and then his flesh sword for slaying the ladies, if you catch my drift. So I think that's the general consensus. So maybe that's what he was getting at, Johnson. And Molson, good to see you, bud. We're doing some Oblivion, and this is my first ever Oblivion playthrough. We were saying earlier how an NPC implored us to jump on his sword while we still could. We're assuming that the headcanon here is that he was coming on to us, and that he wasn't trying to fight us. He was trying to say, ooh, I'm so lonely. But we murdered him instead. So, I mean, he was attacking us. It was self-defense, but we're realizing now that maybe it was like he was just playing it up because he wanted to impress his marauder friends, his bandit friends. But truly, yeah, he thought we were nice. Thought we were kind of cute. And who could blame him, because who could resist this charismatic stallion that you see before you with his personality of 30. Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting I need to restore my agility and speed. Let's do that right now. When you got a mug like this and a chin this prominent, who could resist? Who could resist such a stud? Restore agility. Good, now then speed remains. He's a horny man, which is valid, honestly. I mean, when you have all these characters throwing themselves at him, it's like, how could he resist? Sometimes it gets him into trouble based on what I've seen of the Witcher series, but that's part of the fun. Am I a Lord of the Rings fan? You are correct, my friend. Yes, I was actually just talking about Lord of the Rings with a couple friends the other day. We were acknowledging that, like, when we were kids, the battle scenes were our favorites. So, like, of course, Two Towers and Return of the King have so much of those movies are centered around some huge battles that take place. And they're fun, and they're cool, and they're actiony, and it's great, and I think Peter Jackson directs those scenes well. But now that I'm older, now that I'm in my 30s, so I'm an aging hobbit, now that I'm older, I think I more appreciate the character building of like Fellowship and like the Shire scenes, and kind of building up the background of the events that of course lead to the, you know, the meat of the movies, and why certain things play out the way that they do. You know, why are the hobbits, Frodo and Sam, I suppose, are able to resist the pull of the ring versus, you know, humans, that kind of thing. And why that, you know, we learn a little bit more about why the elves and the dwarves kind of only begrudgingly tolerate each other. You know, sometimes they're at each other's throats at times. So just those little interactions definitely add up after a while. Needs a key. I think it's where we're going, but I'm actually going to check this door over here first. So yeah, I would say used to be Fellowship was my least favorite of the three. Now I would say I've swung the other way, and Fellowship is now my favorite. Johnson says, "Hey man, nobody could blame anybody, dude or dudette, for throwing themselves at Geralt. Who could fucking resist?" And honestly, yeah, same. Honestly, I'm very comfortable in my sexuality, and I will say that yes, Geralt can get it. All right, he could rip me in half like a. And I would say yes, daddy, please more. Also, there's the exit. So let's go the other way first. Fellowship's that's your favorite movie, Molson? I sometimes go back and forth. Like, what's my favorite movie of all time? Honestly, yeah, Fellowship is a very good contender for like favorite movie of all time. I'm not a huge movie guy. I like movies, but I don't know if I really have like a favorite style necessarily. There's movies I like and movies I dislike, but I'm not exactly a huge film buff, so I don't pretend to be an expert. But yeah, Fellowship is up there. Wait for a series to be out so you can then binge watch it. Binge watch it, not binge wash. Don't binge wash a movie. That might not go so well. Dead Marauder. Now, what would have killed this lad? We've been fighting Marauders this whole time. Look at this chump with his iron gear. No wonder he got his homies all got Daedric and glass shit. This motherfucker's with iron starter gear like a chump. That's right, Johnson. That's right. I said what I said. What's up, 8-Bit Llama? Good to see you, buddy. 8-Bit Llama heard that we were talking some Lord of the Rings knowledge. He was like, count my ass in. No, I understand that the Johnson wanted to... Oh, Spriggan. We haven't seen one of these in a minute. Wanting to go in on like a series all at once versus watch an episode, wait for a day, watch another episode, wait for a week even, watch another one, wait for a while again. Oh my god, there are 2 Spriggans. I'm getting bared. I can barely handle it. Now, the good news is that we actually can handle it fairly well, because we're pretty tanky. But not tanky enough to handle this forever, because these bears don't fuck around. I was gonna say, give me the other Spriggan. Ouch. And if need be, I could always heal myself. I think we're in good shape. Spriggans used to be pretty tough, but we haven't seen them in a while. And we haven't seen them in a while because we've kind of out-leveled needing to see them. Wow, that knockdown was super helpful, man. She was laying down for like a full like 7 seconds. That was great. Actually, Taproot isn't very valuable. I'm gonna drop that. Not gonna do us much good. That would explain it though. They were fighting the Spriggans. They got. Because those were pretty tough, you know, earlier on, obviously. Earlier on in the game. Have a good night, Quirky. Thanks for hanging out, friend. Yeah, 8-Bit Llama was like, I came out of lurking just to comment on some Lord of the Rings discourse, because 8-Bit Llama knows the good shit. Yeah, generally speaking, I would say, of course, you know, we have, between 8-Bit Llama and Quirky and Johnson and myself, a lot of us follow a lot of the same streamers. You know, Grolvana and CD and a bunch of our friends that play, you know, a lot of Elder Scrolls games, play a lot of Soulsborne games. So generally speaking, like if there's a screen name you recognize across multiple channels, you know, again, Grolvana and CD, and Scarlet and George, and like all these other friends that we all kind of know. If you see a name you recognize, there's a good chance, a statistically significant chance that they at least like Lord of the Rings, if not being like, you know, fans of Lord of the Rings. So it's like you can usually assume you're in good company. Or really, if you just see somebody streaming an Elder Scrolls game. I don't know if I've ever met anybody that was like, oh yeah, I love Skyrim, or I love Oblivion, or I love Morrowind, but I hate Lord of the Rings. Like usually it's a fairly safe assumption. It's like if somebody, what's another good like corollary to that? Like if somebody were to say, like if they're playing, well, I guess that's too on the nose. I was about to say if they're playing a Star Wars game, then they would have to like the movies. But then I was like, well, maybe not all the movies, obviously, but maybe like the original trilogy. But that's too on the nose because it's the same series. Found an amulet, by the way, and a cool axe, cool ass axe. Oh, this is the guy then. This is the guy, yes. Manduin. I thought it said mandolin. Mandolin's grave. Oh, very good jet dive. That's exciting, buddy. Got that the pupper's being a good boy. Yes, and I've been loving the photos you've been sharing, Mr. Jet Dive, Mr. Doggy, being a good boy and learning apartment life and learning how to be a potty trained pupper. How can I ask how old is the pupper? Because obviously, you know, still very much young. Jesus Christ, what a jump scare! Oh my fucking god! I was not ready for the eyebrows. Holy moly! Fucking Christ! That was perhaps the scariest thing I've seen all year in a video game. Because let me think about this. Have we played a lot of horror games this year? I guess maybe not so much this year. We did quite a few last year. We did Silent Hill was last year too, never mind. Yeah, that was startling. I'm shooketh. Potions in my bag. They are, you're right, Johnson. If I need to free space, I could always do that. That's a good point. 6 months soon. Yes, that's getting up there. That is getting up there, Mr. JD. Also, oh, Gals, good to see you, buddy. Just in time for a fucking eyebrow intensity jump scare. This is the guy from the Mages Guild that we suspected that was up to some no good.
I know what you're up to. I knew you were looking for it. I knew you'd find it, and I had to stop you. Now, hand it over.
Why do you want the amulet, you motherfucker?
I took the other one, and that should have been enough. I shouldn't have to go through all this.
There's another one, he
get
said.
rid of her. It's not even as if I was going to keep it forever. I was going to give it back to her once I'd gotten what I wanted. That's not so wrong, is it?
Now, what is it that you wanted?
Once she helped me advance out of that place and step down, then she could have it back. Why did you have to get in the way? Why are you trying to ruin everything?
And then he goes aggro. I can't say I'm surprised. So he buffed something. Oh, he summoned a skeletal friend. Bonk. And then I knocked his ass down. And he's gonna stay down for a bit. Okay, I'm starting to like more and more the knockdown maneuver when it fires, because sometimes they stay down for like several seconds. So Kalthar, trying to manipulate Dagael, yeah. So we got his ass rather. Asses were gained. Got his key and 100 gold. What would his key unlock? Does he have a house back in Leyawiin, maybe? Give him this. Oh, even better, JD. Yeah, I guess that's a good question too. If you don't know, if like there's no official paperwork on his birthday, because I know Dexter's exact birthday. I'll confess I can't remember the exact day off the top of my head, but it's in mid-November. Because I got the paperwork when I adopted him. I think the people that I adopted him from, got him from a breeder. Because I think for a lot of like, you know, adoption place, they might not know the exact date. But I'm pretty sure Dex was from a breeder, which kind of makes sense because Malteses typically are bred specifically. Oh, he locked the door behind me. That's how. That's what that's for. So presumably that means he was in cahoots with a bunch of these Marauder folks. It was Eyebrow Guy the whole time. I figured he was involved somehow. I wasn't sure if he was like a villain necessarily, because a lot of times they will give you a character like that that's kind of a heel. A character that's kind of a dick, who clearly has an axe to grind, but like, that's too easy. That's like too much of a low-hanging fruit. Clearly, it's not always going to be this surly asshole who's the villain. Usually, it's going to be like the nice person you would have never guessed. But nope, it was the surly asshole, so there it is. Several conks. That's right, we conked him. And then we first we bonked and then we conked. Is that a sexual euphemism? Yes. Yes, it is. They were found after being born, and they're now kitty cats, now house kitty cats. Yeah, I guess if they were outside cats for a while, they probably... It might have taken them a little bit to get adjusted, but once they got used to indoor living, they were probably like, you know what, this ain't too bad. Let's wait till morning so we can actually talk to Mages Guild people and give them the news. Also, as always, need to sell more things. Clear more inventory space and whatnot. That is assuming it's open. It might still be a little early. Nope, it's open. Open for business.
It's my pleasure. I guess Rosentia Golanus got rid of whatever barnyard animals
Barnyard
she was
animals.
keeping inside her house. Smells much better now.
Hey, what was her name? Rosentia. Hey, you smell great. You don't smell a shit anymore. Thanks, fam. Like she will acknowledge it.
Some of my wares.
You don't smell like literal hot garbage anymore. Congratulations. How far away into the actual plot? Well, of course, we've been doing a lot of side quests. Like the quest we just finished was for the Mages Guild. For the main quest, that is a valid question. For the main quest, what we'll be doing probably fairly shortly is we're going to resolve the final Oblivion gate that is in front of Skingrod so that we can ensure their assistance in defending another town, Bruma. So they will send aid to Bruma in what I'm assuming will be a fairly climactic battle where more Oblivion gates will spawn, try to rush Bruma so they can get to Cloud Temple? Cloud something temple? And that's like a major plot point. So we've been kind of building towards a plot point, and this plot point has had us go to a bunch of cities. Some of which we've never been before, but we've been to a lot of cities recently, and we're doing side quests in a bunch of them, but yeah, it's kind of like all been building towards what I'm assuming will be a fairly big moment. I don't know if we'll get to the big moment tonight per se, but we're definitely edging closer. If not tonight, certainly next stream. But I plan to do the final Oblivion Gate tonight, though. So we'd be like, that positions us well for the next big moment. Okay. Tell your friends about me.
Take care.
Allergic to the Band-Aid. Oh, no, that's no good. Actually, I never heard of people being allergic to, like, the Band-Aids themselves, unless there's, like, latex on it or something. Because some people have latex injuries. Or, latex allergies. Yeah, I got a little shape, a little spot that's on that exact shape. Yeah, exactly. That sounds not terribly comfortable. Not terribly comfy. What is it? Let's turn in the quest. And then I think I'll do a pit stop in the Imperial City. Maybe knock out a few side quest items while we're there. I also kind of want to check out Deepscorn Hollow, because that is another side quest thing. Although I might save that for a future stream. I don't want to get too ahead of myself with too many side quest things. Make sure we leave room for the main course. See the adhesive goop, the little gloopy stuffs. Kind of makes sense that some people might have reactions to that.
Hello, associate.
Actually, will they?
On behalf of the entire town, I thank you for ridding Rosentia of the scamps.
The scamps. That's right. She says, thanks on behalf of everyone.
The Leyawiin chapter is just drifting along. Dagale isn't much of a mentor or leader. She isn't even coherent most of the time. Return anytime.
I was hoping we would like be able to tell them directly about the not terribly shocking betrayal of Eyebrows Man. Maybe that's all it is, man. Maybe that dude was just so pissed off that his eyebrows were so prominent and like exhausting, suffocating even, that is what turned him to the dark side.
Nothing has changed, child. The voices still cry out, and I am unable to hear. If they can be sealed away, our work may begin. Let me see your hand. I see the city in the hand, and the hand in the stars.
Yeah, I got
The
nothing.
tower guards the gate, but the gate holds the key. The king is the key, and the hand guards the king.
Hey, doggy. There's my dog. Walking in like he owns the place, which he does, to be honest.
Half of the Council of Mages was
Heard that one 1,000 times. Here you go, Seer's
found it,
Stone.
have you? Silenced the hands that betrayed and took what was mine? Then let me have the stones so that the voices can be shut out.
We got it.
Ah, child, I thank you for helping me. With the voices quiet,
Got the amulet.
now, the words you seek have come to me. You shall have my recommendation. Though I must warn you, I've seen things in your future. Things which may be, and things which will be. It will be up to you to decide the fate of many. Life and death are strange things, easily manipulated, and both will be altered by your hands.
Wonder if she means, hey man, I know you're in the Dark Brotherhood and I know you're doing some evil, villainous shit, and she's not wrong.
Your time has come. The Arcane University needs you, child. Raminus Polus waits for you even now.
And that is an important thing
Great
to consider.
things will befall you. There will be trials, but you will prevail. You must, for the good of the guild.
So that was the final Mages Guild quest that we needed to gain entry to the Arcane University. So now we have the favor of all the guild chapters. So yeah, we can actually get into the Arcane University proper now, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Is there anything else we can talk about with regards to the dude, eyebrows lad, who was kind of a prick and tried to, you know, murder everybody?
Feat of arms closing that Oblivion gate outside Leyawiin. I take care of what little administrative work there is. De Gale isn't interested. I do it because it has to be done and no one else wants to do it. Archmage Traven is...
Yeah, so no one else wants to talk about that whole incident. That little incident, we'll call it. Okay. Kaplump. So we got that knocked out, which is nice. It's super useful. Excellent. With a girl named Eyebrows. What's up, BDR? The girl named Eyebrows. I'm just gonna assume that's a nickname, and that her parents didn't give birth to a happy, giggling baby girl and think to themselves, "Oh, she's so beautiful. We're gonna name her Eyebrows." I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that that is not how that transpired. That is a great way to make a child hate their parents. Child hating their parents speedrun. World record attempt. Doing well, BDR. It's good to see you, bud. Yeah, so we've knocked out really several quests around here. See recommendations from all local guilds. So yeah, Arcane University is next. Yeah, the Imperial City has a lot for us, honestly. As far as like next major things to do. As far as side questy things, general progress things, and also Dark Brotherhood evil shit things. And of course, also just selling things. We want to sell some stuff. So I'm going to... and yeah, Tears of the Savior as well. I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to head to Breville really quick, because I need to turn this quest in. And as I had kind of indicated, we are nearing the end of the Defense for Bruma preparation quest. You can't see it right now with the map as it is, but Skingrad is the final place for our like an opportunity to close a gate, so we can, you know, make the town like us and be willing to send their guards in, send their guards to Bruma, that is, to help defend the city. And I'm hoping to do that final Oblivion gate tonight, if all goes well.
I'm only asking for a
Single coin?
I'm only asking for it.
Feed my kids. There you go. Actually, what rumors do you have?
Well, despite everything, Alarin Locke turned up dead.
Oh,
That's
right.
what you get when you deal with gamblers and usurers. Blessings of
Yeah, that whole deal. That whole one. Where the guy was bamboozled by that orc dude on his get murdered island, which was, well, it wasn't the name of the place, but that was pretty much what it was. JD says Clanola. Is there a new Clanola news? Clanosa? Where are we going? There's a Here's this one. Yes, Skariva. So report our progress, and she's gonna be so proud of us.
You have returned?
I have, and I did the thing.
Good work. You are truly an asset to the guild. I will make sure the Grey Fox himself hears about this.
A Klonoa figure, that's
I am
cool.
Promoting you to Prowler.
Prowler, hell yeah.
He is the greatest of all thieves. I have heard it said that he stole his gray cowl from Nocturnal herself.
That is pretty impressive. We had somebody steal her eyeball previously. That was pretty cool.
I have a small problem that you may be able to help with. The guild will
Small.
pay a reward.
Small problem.
That buffoon, Hieronymus Lex, has invaded the Imperial City waterfront. Imperial watch guards from all over the city prowl the streets.
So we've seen. How bad is it? We have seen it, though.
Hieronymus Lex has vowed not to leave until the Grey Fox is in custody. The fox is safe, but the Thieves Guild cannot do business like this. The poor of the waterfront are kindred to the Grey Fox and will not betray him. However, cubs soon get hungry. Soon someone will break. Many guild members could be jailed. Find Methredil in the Imperial City. She is coordinating the guild's response.
Need to talk to her and figure something out. The title of this quest was Misdirection.
Shadowhide the Hunter.
So, side quest indeed. And I've fenced several things. Actually, out of curiosity, is there even more?
Anuse sends his regards.
There is not. Okay.
Shadowhide.
Yeah, we got the little pop-up for it. It was because we had turned in the previous quest. That's why I got the pop-up. It just... We were still in the menu, so that's why it didn't show up previously. Look at this armor. This armor cool person.
What is it, associate? Good day.
Oh, right, he's from the
Far be it
Mages Guild.
from me to criticize my patron and sovereign. Bravil obviously flourishes under his wise and beneficent rule.
I sense a small amount of facetiousness.
It sounds like there are an awful lot of problems at the Bruma Guildhall.
We've heard all about that one. Okay,
Be
well,
seeing you.
so we've got more things to do in the Imperial City. Imperial City is really where it's at right now, honestly. Allies for Bruma, so yeah, if we check the map. Yeah, Skingrad, got the little arrow right there in Castle Skingrad. Kavach, Anvil, Coral, Bruma, Cheydinhall, whoop, Leyawiin, all, Breville, for that matter, and Leyawiin, all set. So the only one left is Skingrad. Like I said, I definitely want to do that tonight. I'm kind of curious, though. We saw Deepscorn Hollow. It's a pretty early one. Inherited an underground layer. Situate the southernmost, blah, 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 blah. Check there at some point. I mean, we're pretty close, but again, I think I want to maybe hold off on that just a little bit longer. I think I would rather kind of keep this momentum going. So I'm going to, indeed, warp to the Imperial City. We have several things to do. Not sure which one I want to tackle first. Well, the first thing I want to do is sell off a bunch of things that I'm just kind of hoarding. But I would maybe start from the bottom and kind of work my way up. So, a watery grave. So, Captain Gaston Toussaud. I can get on board that place and fuck him up, then that'll be in good shape. For the Dark Brotherhood, that is, to be clear. To be quite clear. So let's go ahead and warp. I'm going to warp to the Market District just so I can, again, sell some things. But from there, we'll kind of branch out. I need to repair things. I think I'm already repaired. Yeah, we're all set there. And of course, you know, we're in the Imperial City, which is that's quite a lot of people, quite a lot of passers-by, hustle and bustle and such. We're just hearing lots of conversations. Wait, now this place. I need to find. Here it is, Merchant's End. Yeah, I knew it's gonna be nearby because this has the one dude that has the deepest pockets we've ever seen. This guy right here.
Whatever you need, I'm at your service.
I mean, there might be more people that have more money, but this the guy is the wealthiest that we've seen. So if I need to sell expensive things, this is the guy to go to. So I've got a bunch of Daedric daggers to feed our coffers. Look at that. 9,000. Good lord. Perfect for picking Elgaso. You're not wrong. The problem is, though, like, I don't know if you can pick gold in this game from pockets, especially with merchants, because merchants have, like, kind of infinite money, so long as you can sell things to them that are under a certain amount. So, like, it's you kind of have to find ways to game the system in your favor. So he has deep pockets that I can only access by selling to him. I know in Morrowind you could thieve money from people, but I don't know if that's a thing in this game, or if it is, I've yet to see it myself. There's a few things I want to get rid of. Not including this canopy helmet. I think that could still be useful. So hang on to that for now. Gold amulet, get rid of it. Resist paralysis 30%. I guess that could be kind of useful. It's fairly light anyway, so I guess I'll hang on to it. Ring of Shadows, shock shield 10%. Sure, I suppose. It's not very impressive, but that plus the other shield resistance thing could be useful. Resist poison 13%. It's not very much, but yeah, same kind of thing. Well, actually, resist poison. I think I will sell this one. I don't think we really see a lot of poison anyway. So those are all fine. Those are all fine. Viper Eye, that's fine, I suppose. So this one, detect life, fortify sneak, fortify security. No, I'll hang on to this too. At first I thought I might get rid of it, but no, I could see it being useful. This one I will keep, but this one I think I'll get rid of. I think these resistances are probably overkill. The thing is, the defense is pretty good for that shield, so that's yeah, defense, and then also the resistances are nice. Our current shield is awesome, but the defense is quite lacking because we're not very good with heavy armor. So it's all right, but and it's ebony. Ebony is good shit, but it is heavy armor. We're not a heavy armor person. But that reflect damage 30% is pretty hard to ignore. Pretty hard to say no to. Just fire and frost. I think I will sell this one.
An excellent bargain.
Yeah, this one though, it's not that heavy. 5 units is not that much. But really, the only thing we would benefit from is the resist shock. So, I guess we'll hang on to it just because, again, we don't have a lot of shock resistance at all. But every time I look at it, I'm always like, when am I ever going to need this? It's yet to happen. But I could see it maybe eventually. Anything else to sell? Potion-wise or otherwise? None of those, none of those. I think that's all fine. Need books to sell? I don't think so. No, nothing jumps out. Nothing else here.
Thank you.
Easy peasy. Oh, you're getting into Stellaris, Elgaso. I can't say I'm surprised. I haven't seen much of the game, but what I have of what I have seen, I could say that yes, it seems like an Elgaso style of game. So I'm glad to hear it's treating you well. Put the spoonful on the ground somehow. Yeah, it's like grand strategy. I think maybe I'm wrong, but it's like grand strategy kind of stuff where if you like Civilization, that kind of game, you could really sink your teeth into it, and it can really get its hooks in you. Yeah, the 4X genre. That's right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, those kinds of games I'm really hit or miss on, but if you enjoy the Mogasa, then yeah, apparently Stellaris is amazing. Like really, really engrossing. To sink your dick and or penis into. It's great. We are going out this way to the waterfront. We actually have a couple things to do in the waterfront. Because that is where the Dark Brotherhood shenanigans will need to take place, as well as the city guard that is doing its thing. Imperial Legion Battle Mage.
If you're not going to tell me where to find the Gray Fox, I'm not interested.
Expansions? Ooh, that's a good point too. What are you doing? Why are you sprinting everywhere? Hurry up and wait. He's like, I've got to act, and then he sprints and then just stands there. Hurry up and wait. That's how we do it.
I have an arrest warrant for the Gray. If you're not going to tell...
So none of them want to talk shit at all.
What can I do for you?
I don't know. I just wanted to talk to somebody. I just get so lonely. Penis and dick are embedded. That's good. You need both to be sufficiently placed.
Gray Fox is hiding nearby. What do you know about him?
I hope I made myself clear the first time. If you get near that ship,
I didn't even,
you'll
like,
end up dead.
instigate
Now
a
get out
conversation.
of
She
my
just
face.
wanted to talk shit. She wanted to talk shit, and then no other conversations were to be had. Hello, pirate.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, fancy pants. So why
His name
don't
is
you
Pirate.
mind your own business, eh?
Well, I think my pants are very fancy.
Oh, hey, sweet lady of Wayrest. Oh, hey, sweet lady of mine. I'll see you again. Yes, I'll see you again. Sweet lady of Wayrest, so fine.
I want to see who was singing. Was that you? You have a beautiful singing voice.
I'm rather
This guy.
busy.
I'm rather busy. I'm gonna save it to make sure I don't say something I don't mean to.
You look
5%.
like one of the lowlifes that infest this place.
Oh, thank you. I try. Well, you know what they say, White Flare. 5% and 50% are pretty much the same number. Get them on payday. Well, the good news is we'll have a holiday sale in a few months. So depending on, you know, how long you want to wait for it. There's a few things I'm considering picking up fairly soon-ish. Considering that is around that time. So we'll kind of see how it looks. It's because I tend to want to scoop things up all at once. Although, you know, more money for the devs if I buy it full price. So it's like, I probably could stand to do that, honestly.
I'm offering a reward for information leading to the arrest of the Gray Fox. Until he is turned over to me, the waterfront is closed for business. Have you heard? The Oblivion Gate at Bruma. They've shut it down. The Daedra will never defeat the people of the Empire. Never!
You look like one of those lowlifes from this place. And we're over here doing like our sad little wilting purple face noises that we obviously make everywhere. Okay, also when our character sleeps, do you think he like makes little whimpery noises while he's sleeping? Like he doesn't snore. Well, he doesn't snore in the standard ways you expect somebody to snore. But he just goes like like really airy kind of breathy noises. I'm rather busy. Yeah, they're all just sprinting around. They want to try so hard to look busy and look important, but they don't have shit to do. So they're just running around looking like they've got really important shit to do. I swear to God, I think I used to work with people like this. Like they always looked so busy, but like they'd be at their computers, they'd just be chilling, but then they would like get up from the desk and like walk somewhere, and they would look so rushed. But then they would like sit at their desks and seem like things were actually fairly chill and fairly quiet. So I think they were like trying to look busy to keep up appearances to you know, I guess as like an ego thing perhaps. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's see if we can find the person to talk to first. We also have the pirate person to murder, but I'm curious about this misdirection thing, just because these dudes are swarming. And if I'm to Dark Brotherhood my way into some murderous shit, I would prefer to not have as many guards nearby. Twitches and whimpers like it. Oh yeah, little twitchy motions. That's right. Yeah, little motions of like, like as we're having little doggy dreams. Now look at this motherfucker. She said, if you so much as get close to my boat, I will rip your face off and eat it in front of your family. But this guy is just sprinting onto her boat like it's nothing. Methridel is hiding somewhere in the city. Somewhere indeed. Is she like... Oh. I was like, what in the world? She's apparently right here. Could effectively hide. Not yet. Did I select the wrong thing? Misdirection, okay. So, this person is somewhere out here, or there's 4 of her. Cornerstone of any government job. Well, this particular job. Oh, you're saying these guys? Yeah, these guys doing their government duty. Also, I just said duty because yeah, the job I was describing was not a government job, but in fact, I've actually never had any kind of like government employment. Although I know I have friends that have in the past. It's weird that it's like pointing me this. Oh, I guess it makes sense. That is the main hub. Main hubba. But no, I have friends that like I have some friends. We have a National Archives location here in St. Louis, and I had a couple friends that actually met like each other working there, and then I I was like friends with one of them, so I got to know a bunch of them that all used to work together, and they would like share stories of what it was like back in those days,
How quaint.
back in the good old
How do
days.
you do?
How quaint, he says.
What is it, citizen?
Sell as little labor for the most money as you can. No, I mean, can I blame them? Not particularly. It was just kind of amusing to me at the time, but I guess I can kind of figure out what they were going for, because like they figured like, okay, if I look busy, then it'll, you know, it'll maybe make me be viewed better, and if I'm viewed better, I'll maybe get a promotion, more likely to get a promotion, that is. So generally speaking, I think I see what they were going for. So is this the person we're looking for? Marana? It's a person. Hello, human person.
I hope I can help. The watch is so completely on my ass. So I got to lay low for a while. I got some dosh stashed, so I'm fine.
Some dosh.
Be seeing you.
So we're looking for, what's her name again? Methridel. Somewhere in the Imperial City. Somewhere.
Me children will thank you for your help.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And now let's talk about this lady.
She's hiding in Denari Amnes's house over in the Dallas Plaza district. She's one of the few that escaped when Lex invaded the waterfront.
Surplus value of the labor, there it is, yeah. Steal office supplies. Dude, that's actually been a problem at my workplace. We were just talking about that in the staff meeting earlier today. How like there's I can't imagine people would it kind of blows my mind that people are doing this. But yeah, people have been like stealing mice from keyboards, or mice from like desks, that is, and like charging cables and shit like that, which is bizarre. Like the thing is, like, it's not even like they're good mice. They're like the standard Dell and like Microsoft branded peripherals that are like maybe $10, maybe $10 a pop. And like they're now having to install like security cameras, like, you know, on like the exits and entrances, so that like, you know, if suddenly, you know, a bunch of things disappear one day, they can like, you know, use that to like see who was there, you know, the day of, and kind of use that to narrow down the culprit, or culprits, I suppose.
Hello.
But like it's been an ongoing thing, and I'm just like, I can't imagine people would be willing to risk, you know, their employment status for something that's like so trivial. It's a fucking $10 mouse. I think what it is, I think it's that there are people that are like less than happy about being forced to go into the office one day a week, because, you know, they would rather do, you know, remote full time. And so would I. I mean, I get it, but like it seems like a weird and kind of an unproductive way to act out. I feel like there's better ways to, you know, to get that kind of thing across. I feel like this is just gonna rub management the wrong way. It's a $10 bonus. Yeah, it's just wild to me. And the thing is, I mostly work with people that are older than me. I would say myself and I can think of 3 other people that are like close to my age. One of them is quite young. One of them is like fresh out of college. But otherwise, there's 3 other people in the office that I at least work with that are younger than me, or like are close to my age, and everyone else is like, you know, not insignificantly older. So it's like you would think that, like, I don't know, it's just so odd. It's so odd that that's like suddenly become a problem, and only within like the past few weeks.
He's a stubborn fetcher.
So yeah, just very strange in this kind of thing from, you know, a crowd I would have never pegged it for.
I'm busy now. You need to talk to Methridel.
And I also suspect that it's not somebody like from our team. It's probably someone else, but from like from another group. But there's a lot of different teams that work in this office. And just wild stuff, man. I almost didn't believe when I first heard about it.
Good to see you.
But it came up again, you know, like I said fairly recently. I can't fucking. This is absurd. 'Cause they were saying like how they're having to order more keyboards and whatnot because they keep disappearing. It's ridiculous, dude.
I didn't think much about him when I first joined the Thieves Guild. Lately, I've been hearing odd things, though. That gray cowl he wears was stolen from Nocturnal herself. Can you imagine having the nerve to steal from a Daedric lord?
Daedric. Let's talk about this, though.
These are foul times for us. Armand is under house arrest again. Our business in the waterfront is totally shut down. We need to get Hieronymus Lex to lift his siege. I have put together a plan.
She says, I got a plan. What is the plan, fam?
You and 4 other operatives will stage high-profile thefts all at the same time. Hopefully that will force Lex to reassign the Watchmen.
Let's rob a bank. Let's steal the
Arcane University.
Declaration of Independence.
We've had our eye on Rormir's staff for some time.
Oh, shit.
I've been waiting for the wizards to be distracted. This is the perfect time. Will you help us?
We did just gain access. I will help.
I knew the Grey Fox could count on you. The staff is in the Archmage's room. He sleeps between 1 and 7 in the morning. Take this note. Leave it in his nightstand. Bring me the staff when you get it.
All right.
Shadow hide you.
What's the note say? I'm kind of curious. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see what the name of the note is. Look closely. It's definitely this one. It's definitely the horse armor note, obviously. Is it letter? It's not letter. Love letter from Ralphina. And it's not love letter from Ralphina. That would be very confusing. Ramblings of Audens Avidius, scrap from Lorgren's diary. Sketch of the High Fane. Oh. Hello? Is it not injured? A fully scrawled note. Oh, there's the sad bridge troll one. Yeah, it's not blood-stained, at least I don't think it is. I don't think that would really be necessary. Invitation to invitation from Umbacano. Letter? No, we already, yeah. Again, it's the love letter. The anonymous love letter. Note from Balthiel? Oh, right, that's about the, yeah. Here we go, not from the Grey Fox, this is it. Your guards back on duty unless you want more. There we go, yeah, so this is at the behest of the Grey Fox. Well, like I said, we want to go to the Arcane University anyway, so this will work out quite well, I think. It is 9 p.m., so it is nearly sleepy times. The Arcane University homies. Interesting, too, that they were saying, like, oh yes, we need you to steal this thing from this person in the Arcane University. But I've been waiting for you. But we can't get in unless we're, like, you know, we've properly gained access to the Mages Guild. So I'm assuming that either... I'm guessing that, like, you know, the game doesn't expect you to be a Mages Guild badass by this point in the game. I'm guessing it's just, it's based on where you can get access to. So since I can access the Arcane University, they're saying this will be your given target.
Hello, Associate. It seems you've obtained the final recommendation you required.
That's me. Let's talk rumors.
Necromancy may be legal.
Okay, always the necromancy. Let's talk
I've
this.
received recommendations from all the local guild halls in Cyrodiil. You've done well for yourself. You may now enter the university. As a full-fledged member of the Mages Guild, I now also promote you to the rank of apprentice and grant you the robe of the apprentice. Take a moment and try it on. Then we shall speak of what comes next for you.
Cool, thanks. I don't think I'm ever going to wear this robe. Unless it's, like, amazing. But I think armor is probably better for me. Generally speaking. Generally speaking and genitally speaking. Fortified willpower, this is awful. I mean, I'll see how it looks. Boop. Yeah, cool. But, yeah, it's armor and armored pants, for that matter, are a much better thing for us to do. In Morrowind, once again, everyone take a shot. I just mentioned Morrowind. You could wear a robe over armor. No problems. Time to annoy Joey. Sounds good, Johnson. Hope it's nice and chill.
Claudette Perrick runs a fine alchemy.
Mage Apprentice.
You should check out the guild.
She like glowy?
It's a nice store, at least for alchemists.
See you.
We see.
Greetings.
Be seeing you.
I'm sorry, fellow Magister, but I don't have time to talk right now. My studies
She's,
keep
like,
me very
glowing.
busy, as you can well imagine.
Even her hair, like everything is glowy.
We come to the real work at last. You have,
The real twerk.
no doubt, seen some of the worst the Guild has to offer. As much as we try to hold mages to a higher standard, they are only human. What I hope you will now see is that while the Guild can be disjointed and misused, it can also achieve some wonderful things. Now you have an opportunity to engage in more meaningful tasks and continue with your advancement through the Guild.
Let's talk about some tasks.
Before you can begin work for the Guild, you'll need to do something for yourself. Every mage carries a staff. It is crafted and enchanted by the Guild and is a symbol of status. You need such a staff.
A badass staff, you got it.
The wood used for staves comes from a grove to the northeast of the Imperial City, near Wellspring Cave. Several mages tend to the grove and should be able to assist you. Speak with either Zarasha or Ileta when you arrive, and choose wisely.
No pressure. Cool. Anything else?
Wellspring Cave lies to the northeast of the Imperial City.
Okay.
You have your task. Acquire wood for a staff from the grove outside Wellspring Cave. You do not yet qualify for further advancement in the Guild.
Not yet. All right, cool.
Only
Anything else, fam?
quality
He's got
fruits for sale
spells
here.
for us, by the
What
way.
can I interest you in?
Silence. Wow, that's a really good one, actually. It's expensive as fuck. It would be... Would that be illusion? I don't think what silence would be. I think it might be illusion, which we would have no hope of ever casting ever, but still, it's pretty damn good. Burden, which we can cast. It's on touch, though. Spell, pretty good. Life detection, mysticism, yeah. Okay, well, nothing that I really can benefit from right now. Excuse me, from right now.
What can I help you with?
Garridan's. Oh, that's right. This is for another side quest.
You aren't the first person to go looking for those. Quite a remarkable story, really. I know a bit about it.
Tell me more.
Certainly. Garridan was a knight who lorded over a small village of peaceful farmers. One harvest summer, there was a horrible drought. The farmers appealed to Garridan to discover a solution. He spent a week consulting with sages until one of them mentioned a possibility. The sage told him of an artifact called the Everflow Ewer. The vessel, which looked like a silver pitcher, was said to supply endless water.
Amazing.
Yes, indeed. Legend has it that Garridan found the ewer, and that it was guarded by a fearsome creature. It is also said that the creature froze him. When Garridan realized his quest was a failure, and he wouldn't be able to return and save the farmers, he began to shed some tears. As the ice enveloped him, some of his tears were frozen as well. Some even say that the divine, Mara, took pity on the poor knight. To commemorate his kind heart, she imbued the tears with some sort of magical power. That's only rumor, though. You know, if you're really interested in more, there's a book I read once called Nightfall. It may have more about Garridan.
Where can I find this book?
I think I saw a copy last time I was at the first edition bookshop in the Market District.
That's where we're going next, then. Anything else?
I wish I could tell you more about them, but that's all I remember from speaking to my colleagues here at the university. I rarely leave the university, as I have all I need right here. If you need ingredients, try Ogier.
I don't really leave the university. I don't really go outside too much, fam.
Necromancy may be legal.
Yeah, always the necromancy thing.
Only
Anything else here?
quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Anything I need to buy? Yeah, not really. Interesting how she was saying, like, yeah, if you need ingredients, go to this one place when she herself is an alchemist.
Give the dresser my regards.
So yeah, we can actually get it. We can get to the orrery, which is kind of neat too. Now, interestingly enough, Oh, the mage staff is set as the main quest. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with this set as the main quest. So, yeah, the Archmage's room, Chromir. So there's gonna be some thievy shit. This is the council chambers, I suppose.
I will do anything to
Now,
help.
allegedly, this will be trespassing, though. What time is it right now? 10 p.m. We should probably go there when it is closer to sleepy times. We kind of want to explore here, though. We've never actually been into like the proper university portions. So much of the time, we've like been working towards getting access. So it's like, hey, we can finally, after all this time, gain access to the Arcane University. My first task is to steal the staff from the most powerful wizard in the Arcane University. Here's the orrery, which is a really remarkable contraption. I don't quite understand truly what it is that I'm looking at, but this looks badass and very DLC-y, very expansion pack-y. Just how involved all the whirligigs are. Apparently you can use this thing for something. I'm not quite sure what it's used for. Also, I see this kind of stuff and I think, yeah, dwarven Dwemer stuff. Very mechanical, very geary, and kind of steampunky, if you will. Which I think is absolutely the point. There's the console. I've activated it. Whoop! Oh gosh. Oh boy. I done did it now, fam. I don't know what I did, but I done did it. What do you do, Ori? Receive a new power. Oh. Did I get a new spell? I missed it. It was S something. Searing Burst, Sea Stride, Serenity. It might have been Serenity. So you received a new power. Would that be like? Oh, that's a. Here it is. This one. Fortify personality. Wow, that's pretty good. This is like a once a day thing, I think. Oh, drain luck though. Ooh, that's kind of rough. Unlucky, but very personable. So, okay, so how can I like have it give me more powers? Oh, that's cool. Whoa, that looks dope. Oh, I love this. This is cool as hell. It's so pretty. I'll put this torch away for the matter. Man, look at that. Much better. A little planetarium. That's neat. That's really cool. So yeah, there's probably then ways where it can give me new powers, etc. I'm just gonna assume that will happen over time. I was thinking you like had to feed it with something. Had to like power it with something. Ah! Ouch. I should definitely jump into the spinning mechanisms. Oh, it doesn't let me. It's an invisible wall, yeah. I should definitely, you know, stick my hand in these gears while they're spinning. What's the worst that could happen, right? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well met, guildmate.
Hello.
Have you looked
So
around
there's the
yet?
Arcane University proper, and then here's the Arcane University proper. Okay, cool.
Get rid of.
Here's a mage scholar.
Yes, I'm sure you've got something exceedingly important to say. But the apprentices do not teach themselves now, do they? Good day.
Good to know that the Mage Guild people are like just as snooty as I was hoping they would be.
I understand Daedra worship has become increased.
Let's see, it is 11:43. I think they said at 1 a.m. is when shit starts to get sleepy for peeps. So the universe. So here's the outdoor sections then. Okay. Purple. What if it was purple? Just a bunch of buildings and structures within the the university.
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, same line. Yeah, nobody wants to talk to us. They're like, oh, such a scrub, barely getting entrance to this cool place.
What can I do for you?
Nothing apparently. Thank you.
Good day.
It's cool though. I mean, again, we've heard so much about the Arcane University. It's nice actually getting access to it, seeing what all that it holds.
Greetings, apprentice. I'm sorry, fellow Magister, but I don't have time to talk right now.
He's too busy. Hey, what's up, Kazu? You're liking this game? Yeah, it's a good one. This is my first ever playthrough. As someone who's played a lot of Morrowind, I somehow went all this time without playing Oblivion until I began this playthrough. Lustratorium. I'm gonna assume it's full of luster. You know, full of nice, pretty things. Not a, like, realm for lust and for carnal pleasures. As if there are, this is a very unsexy room. I mean, there's books here. That guy's shiny. That's kind of sexy, I guess. Mystery of Talara. Are these anything that we've not read before?
Greetings, apprentice. I'm sorry, fellow Magister.
Nobody wants to talk to us, man. Purple fire does not burn us, but the yellow one does. The yellow one burns us really good. I actually did not know that. I never tried to, like, walk in the purple fire, but I've walked across, by accident, I've walked across fireplaces and gotten damaged by them, obviously. I see that we don't, it's like not thieving, like looking at these things. So I could thieve things if I wanted to.
Greetings, apprentice.
Alchemy skill? Hell yes, we'll take it. Will I ever play more Oblivion? That's a good question, because I know it's still in development. Because there's more Oblivion, there's Skywind, there's like all these other different. Is there like a Skyrim Oblivion thing as well? There probably is. So, like for me, I definitely want to, you know, I would finish this playthrough before I do anything significant. With like starting up a new playthrough of like some kind of mod dealio like that. Also, I can sneak. I think I will sneak. So I might try it out at some point, but I would probably want to focus on the vanilla games at first. Alright, so now I'm being sneaky. So now I'll see if there's anything that catches my eye. My wandering eye. I guess there's no, like, bedrooms here. It's not a person's house, it's a workstation, I guess. Although I don't quite really know what the point is of keeping this locked, because this is all things that we all apparently share. I guess since we're in the guild, it's like, you know, what's yours is mine. You know, we all have access to the same things. Like how it is in the Fighters Guild and really the guild chapter locations even. Looking to see if there's anything worth ganking. I do enjoy stealing these things. Mortars and pestles, because they're pretty light. You get a decent bit of bang per buck. Sounds like you might as well. But nothing crazy up here, honestly, so jump on back down. So yeah, it's just a little study area. I mean, like I said, got some books that did grant some nice things. And the fact that they have, you know, frost salts here is kind of cool. Those two, but... And this guy is, yeah, he's too busy. He's too busy to talk to us. So it's like, I don't know what he's doing. He says, sorry, I'm too busy walking around, just pacing constantly. In fact, this guy's got some nightshade. Is maybe slightly sus, because apparently nightshade is used for the Black Sacrament for the Dark Brotherhood, and that is a big, searing hot red flag, according to, you know, the powers that be. I will take these things so I can sell them. And make some dosh, make some monies.
Hello, Guild.
Hello, guildmate. Let's see what else we got. Our stuff. That's right. Yeah, same basic idea, honestly. It is 1:40 a.m. Speaking of thieving things, we have a Thieves Guild operation to conduct. So, there are people here still walking around, so I'm going to... This is going to be a little bit risky. But I'm going to put on... Of course, here's our purple man. I'm going to put on our chameleon gear to make us as hard to spot as possible. So, boop. Which is... And again, this gear, this armor is much more eye-catching, so it's ridiculous that this is considered thievalrous, but it is a really nice chameleon. He's pretty, why thank you. He's a sad purple man. We wanted to make his face as round and big and sad and purple as we possibly could, and I think we did a pretty good job. Let's take his ass out. The Dark Brotherhood in the Mages Guild. Well, the thing is, I am in the Dark Brotherhood myself, so The reason I know so much about the Black Sacrament is because we're a Dark Brotherhood member ourselves. So we may or may not eventually need to do some Dark Brotherhooding ourselves while we're here. In fact, we do have a quest for the Dark Brotherhood to get somebody that's in the Imperial City. They're in the waterworks areas. Yes, we have that to look forward to. There's this one, and then I think there's one more. Actually, that would be not bad too, I suppose. I thought I had one more thing. Let's get that one out of here. Reflect spell, resist magic. I'll go and don that one. I thought I had one more chameleon thing. But I could be mistaken. Fortified blade, fortified. Do I have an amulet for it? Junk shield, shadows. Here it is. Okay, so let's keep that one, obviously. So that one is nice, but this one is way better. So that's the one that brings us up to, I think, 85 chameleon. Yep, 85, which is pretty dang good. We must destroy ourselves as Fable. That's right. Tamriel Nut Fozbear Pizza. I think the Five Nights at Freddy's games exist within the Elder Scrolls universe, so I think it checks out. Kazu, I think you're right. Evil incarnate. But we're so pretty, though. Yes, how could such a pretty man be evil? Maybe that's what turned us evil, because we're, you know, unconventionally not the most attractive lad in all the lands. And our personality of 30 doesn't get us very far either. So that's what turned us to a life of evilness. Ring of Nihilism, it's some good shit. It's very good. It's very, very good stuffs. A champion, yeah. Well, we're in a bunch of guilds. Yeah, we're a knight errant of the White Stallion, honorary knight of the Knights of the Thorn, which both those don't really mean shit right now. Order of the Virtuous Blood. A lot of these are just in title only. But yeah, of course, from the Blades, Mages Guild, obviously, and Fighters Guild, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood. We're doing a lot of shit, so we got our hands full. Let's go ahead and save really quick and let us begin some thievening. I need to find this lad's staff so I can gank that shit. Or what if we're too good looking? I like that that possibility as well. Or too sexy for our shirt. So we're looking for the Archmage's quarters, and we found them. Nope, that guy just like instantly passed out. He was like standing up for a brief moment. Here is his ice staff. Leave a note in the nightstand. Being very sneaky. Of course, we're already pretty sneaky as it is, so I'm not too terribly worried. Slid the note in. Time to get the fuck out of Dodge, we say. Get back into this game, Fabled. It is a good game. Of course, as I'm finding, there's a lot of game in this game. See if there's anything else that catches our eye. But yeah, I'm always fond of pointing out that there's like so much to do. So many side quests, so many guilds and factions to join. It's good because it means, you know, we're getting our money's worth, or our time's worth, I suppose. But it's a little bit overwhelming at times. So there's good and bad. Nerdroot, by the way, hell yeah. But I'm very much enjoying it, even though I know it's going to take a long time. The thing is, I found, for me at least, I found that the game got way better once I determined that I was to spend less time exploring dungeons and alien ruins and caves and that kind of stuff, just because it was quickly, what's this? It was quickly like getting too much. We were spending all of our time exploring caves and shit, and not enough doing quests. And I find the quests to be very much enjoyable, much more so than combat exploration. Exploration's okay in this game, but not as satisfying as it was in Morrowind. So I find the quest progress stuff is much more satisfying. Laughing at the Daedra Lord Nocturnal. Without her gray cowl of Shadow Knight, her hideous face forced the moon to hide itself. Wherefore be thy hood, shadowy hag. Mortal man has taken it from thee, unaware, she says. That's actually kind of cool. We learn a little bit of kind of a confirmation of sorts about where her cowl went, because allegedly the Grey Fox stole it, and that confirms it. So some pretty cool shit. I will probably succeed at breaking this, at cracking this open. Probably. I will probably succeed. So it's $4 on Steam. Yeah, if it goes on sale, then it's a sweet deal, honestly. I mean, it's a sweet deal in general, but yeah. Yeah, getting it when it's on sale, it's like you're getting hundreds, if not thousands of hours. Nothing in here, by the way. Of entertainment from a single game. Just like Morrowind, probably just like Skyrim too. I've yet to play Skyrim, but this game faux show. Is that a potato? It looks like a potato in here. I know it's not a potato. Whoops. And of course, we have... Oh wow, that was so easy. This lockpick makes it all so easy. Yeah, just replicas. Like that though. We're a sneaky man. It's because we're in chameleon sneaky mode. Anything else I want to gank while I'm here? You know, things to then resell to the Brotherhood. Or to the Thieves Guild, that is. So there's anything that other people would appreciate. Oh, I'll stick that too. Why not? So when you're in chameleon mode, you might as well. As long as I don't get too close and I keep my distance, I should be fine. 85 chameleon is pretty dang good. I could steal that leak, but then I would have taken a leak, and that's taking a leak in someone's university is probably in bad form. Okay, so now we're out of thieving mode. We're all good in the hood. Maybe we need to come back here when it is night, when it's daytime actually, and like maybe there's more things to do. Open the gate. Lockpicking is easy. It is, yeah. It's much... Well, it takes a while to get the hang of. I think, at least. Also, I can take off my sneaky stuffs now. It took a while to get the hang of. Like, in the early game, I struggled with it. But once I figured out the motions to watch for and watch for the, like, which patterns to make it work for you, then it's not too bad. If you wave an item in front of an NPC, they will notice you. Maybe it's like if you're in chameleon mode, you have to not, well, if you have 100% chameleon, I think you're functionally invisible. But 85 is like pretty good, so as long as I'm not too close, then I think they pretty much don't notice me. I think they only notice me if I like walk right in front of them. So like we blend in pretty dang well. Pretty gosh darn well. Let's get back to our previous gear we were rolling with previously. So that was one of them. And then Retribution. And really Retribution on its own isn't that good, but that paired with our current shield means that we're doing 39% reflection damage, which is pretty dang sweet. Pretty gosh darn good. Yeah, well incubated, exactly. Have a good night, Fable. Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Guildmate.
Nice getting to chill with you, friend.
Hello,
Let's test out the purple fire. Maybe it doesn't hurt us because we too are purple. So it's like it feeds us. It feeds our purpleness. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Yes, this is what charges our batteries at night. Yes, this is where we like. This is where we sleep. We just plug in for the night, and that's how we rest. Don't mind me. I'm just connecting with my purple ancestors.
Fireballs and frostbolts are one thing.
Fireballs and frostbolts.
Incredible.
I just wonder, will this affect the work that's already been done in the field of illusion, or jeopardize the new advances in conjuration?
Your work never ceases to amaze me, noble scholar. I
Noble
can't tell
scholar.
how much it means to me that you'd share your findings.
Check the buildings, level 90 wizard. I figure I'll probably come back in the daytime. Just because, like, we popped into one of them and it was pretty empty. I'm guessing, like, during the daytime, there's more people, like, doing stuffs. So I'm guessing we'll come back in a bit. Unless you think I should, like, check things out now, but figure I'll continue to mosey and come back in a bit. Wait a second. Am I inside the university right now? I actually can't tell. I think I'm still inside, technically. There we go. See, we have other things to knock out within the Imperial City. And actually, I should maybe just warp to our destination, because we need to get back to the person in this place, Talos District. Does hosting work? Oh, I actually, that's a good question, Fabled. I think they are changing how hosting works soon, but I don't think it's been implemented yet. So I think it ought to work. I think. But that's actually a good question, though. Yeah, I think there's like, I think raids to work the same, but I think hosting will change eventually. At Yulin, looking for this person. Here we go. Some cool stuff. Maybe wait till day though. Yeah, I figure like there's some pretty cool things. We found the Ori, which was cool. That was really dope. Like I was really impressed. It looks so pretty and like neat, and the fact that it like bestows new powers is pretty slick. But thank you again, Fable. I appreciate you, bud. Have a good night, dude.
Not good. I'm glad you're here. We have work to do.
Actually, work has been done. Here is the staff. Actually, hold on. I'm curious what the staff looks like and or just what it does, for that matter. Cross damage, light chameleon for 1 second on targets. Makes them 1% hard to see on target. Not on self, but on target. But why? I mean, it's cool, I guess, but seems like that enchantment could have been put elsewhere.
You're here.
Right, we got the goods.
You have the ice staff?
I got that shit.
Excellent. Yours is the last item on the list. Now we just wait for the powers that be to pull the plug on Hieronymus Lex's siege.
What do we do while we wait?
Good question. I want you to spy on Hieronymus Lex. Make sure you stay close enough to overhear any conversations.
Spying.
Sooner or later, they will order him to return the guards to their original posts. When that happens, come and tell me.
You got it, fam.
I heard that Saurus Aranim made himself quite a bit of money recently. He seems very happy about it.
Is that something we would have been involved with? I actually can't remember.
Shadow hide you.
All right, so we're to go eavesdrop on this lad. However, I need to use the restroom, so I'm gonna take a bit of a BRB. So let's see, what did she want us to do? All right, she wants us to stalk Hieronymus Lex. I think that's what she said. Gotta get close to it. Yeah, overhear some conversations. So that's what our orders are. Let's see what Dexter's doing. He heard me utter his name, so now he is like, whomst has summoned the Forbidden One. He heard me talking shit. Some old school Phantasy Star Online. Yeah, so we've played through all of PSO1, all of Phantasy Star Universe, or at least all that we could play through on the Clementine server. I know the single play, like the story mode isn't really available on the Clementine server, but I just noticed this place is boarded up. Can I not get in? I cannot get in, apparently. But we played as much of PSU as we could, and then played through all of Phantasy Star Online 2, at least with the co-op material, co-op stuffs. And so now we're on New Genesis, which is the newest one.
Carry on, soldier. No sign of the gray fox, sir.
So I'm to kind of like watch and listen for conversations. So we're supposed to like listen for any reports of the thieverings that we partook in. And that guy can see me, obviously. I want to be as hidden as possible. Also, it's totally not suspicious if I'm just like doing this in the open like this. It's definitely not suspicious at all. As these guards just sprint around aimlessly. Yeah, what did they say? Did they give like a time frame or something for this particular quest? Watch him until he's ordered to leave the waterfront. Get close enough to overhear any conversations. Okay. I mean, I think we're close enough. Okay, well, this is awkward. This is my hiding spot, homie. Okay, apparently now I'm hidden. Apparently. Find your own spot, dude. God dang. We're in the midst of my first ever Oblivion playthrough. I'd actually never played this game before until I began this playthrough. Granted, we started it back in like June, I think. I know it was before my surgery, so it was back in June, I want to say.
Carry on, soldier.
right, good encouragement. So we started a while back, and of course it's a fairly long game. So we have a lot of stuff that we've signed on to do. We have a lot of guilds that we're in. We are going to do the DLC quests as well, expansion packs and whatnot. So a lot of game in this game, a lot of video game content. Not that's a bad thing. It means it'll keep us busy for a hot minute. Keeps me out of trouble. But I wonder how long it's supposed to take though. We're just kind of chilling. Every once in a while, he just says, carry on, no sign of the Gray Fox, etc., etc. What time is it right now? It is 6:55 a.m. I guess I could move time forward to see if that would help. Just had to make sure we're close enough. I mean, we're fairly close right now. There's no one else I'm supposed to talk to, is there? This is no sign. That's all we heard.
No sign of him.
Yeah, that's all it's gonna be for a bit. Yeah, it's. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I can't move right now.
Solid. The mages send a foul dagger to deliver a simple note when an honest footman would have done. How typical. All right, men. We've been ordered back to our posts. I have an arrest warrant for the Gray Fox. Do you know where he is?
That was odd. Yeah. So it was a Dremora dude spawning in just to hand a note and then leave. I think this is the signal for me to report back. And then Lex dropped the note.
I have an arrest warrant for the Gray Fox.
Oh, okay, so it was a summon Dremora. I was thinking like, oh shit, like something from Oblivion has come down to cause shit. No, that was summoned by the Arcane University to be foreboding. Yeah, it's costing us dearly. You commandeered the guards patrolling our property, and in their absence, someone stole a valuable artifact. Me, I stole it. I done did it. Return the guards immediately, otherwise we'll bring the matter to the attention of your superior.
Do you know where he is? I'm rather busy. Speak, citizen.
He has nothing.
Move along. We're here to serve. Kvatch? Kvatch was just the beginning. Those damn gates have opened up everywhere.
Okay, we've heard this one before. Anyway, yeah, so nothing else to be talked about apparently. That was indeed the signal we were looking for. It was just weird. I wasn't expecting a Dremora dude to spawn in. That was unexpected, but I guess it gets the job done because it it's I guess a show of force by the Mages Guild. This guy's still sprinting around.
Emperors have been assassinated before.
Yeah, this guy's still sprinting around, so he hasn't gotten the word, I suppose, yet. Alright, so these lads are chilling. Now we can do this other quest that I think I would like to go ahead and try. She's staring right at me as I attempt this, but I see there's some crates. It's gonna do one of these. I could effectively hide in this crate. This is for a different side quest. This one's for the Dark Brotherhood. Should you hide in the crate to try to find your way on board the ship? I do. So I'm gonna hide in this box. Transported to the ship's hold. I must find and kill the captain. Probably in his cap near the rear of the ship. So, let's try to be sneaky. As a good Dark Brotherhood servant should be. We'll have our blade of making things sad. Blade of woe. I guess I'll go ahead and also go for sneaky times. If I wanted to be like a real gamer, I would go for the shrouded armor. And I'd go for this. Which does fortify a lot of things. But I think I will take my chances. Oh, I'm not wearing pants or boots for that matter. I think I'll take my chances with my current gear. Well, the rest of my current gear, that is. But yeah, we'll go with the sneaky cuirass. Doesn't look very sneaky, but it does add chameleon, which is nice. And then we found there's the 2 rings that I've got. This one and this one. If all goes according to plan, that should bring us 85 chameleon. Excellent. So we'll do that. Oh, you can't see it, but I do have my weapon drawn right now. Not obvious because, well, we're so hard to see right now. don't expect there to be much in these crates, but I'll still take a quick look-see. I don't imagine we'll find anything amazing in here, but no harm in trying, no harm in looking. Just stuff stored behind here. Kind of hard to see with it being so dark and me not using a torch. I guess I could still use a torch. Even though we're in sneaky mode, I guess there's nothing stopping us. It's finding little onesie-twosie collections of gold, though. When you have literally 80,000 gold pieces, a couple onesie-twosie spots here and there wouldn't really make too much difference, you would think. Here's the mid deck. Still in sneaky mode, at least it's brighter. We can see shit. And then cool. On Morrowind, I like that game. So this exits out, I'm pretty sure.
Lad, it's bad luck. Woman on board a pirate vessel. Back in my day, it never would have happened.
Oh, come now. How many times has Malthus saved our necks, huh? Captain Tussaud keeps her on for a reason. She's a better sailor than any one of us.
Hold there, laddie. Now you're just being insulted. She may be tougher than me, and Mina too, but a better sailor? It ain't even possible.
All right, how could I forget? That time we were almost dashed upon the rocks near the city of Firsthold. That was somebody else at the helm.
I told you a million times it wasn't my fault. The wheel was covered with gull droppings. My hand slipped. Could have happened to anyone.
Of course.
Well, it's never happened to Malthus, has it? You know why? Because she could sail better than you in her sleep, you old fool.
Ah, you mark my words, boy. That dark elf trollop is bad luck. The captain will end up dead with her around. You'll see.
That's the point, actually.
You better watch your tongue, old man. Captain Tussaud hears you talking like that, he'll cut it out. Now, come on. We've been gabbing long enough.
Of course. Of course, the place I escape is where he's going. We're so sneaky. He has no idea. But it's kind of cool hearing that kind of flavor discussions. Not really a flavor text. Well, text, yes, it was also on text, but yeah, flavor lore. Tasty, tasty lore. How prophetic. The captain will end up dead with her around. Yes. Yes, he will. Although, you know, her being around has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with us being part of the Dark Brotherhood. And doing some evil shit. Oh, interesting. So if we were awake right now, we would be fighting them. Or they would have tried to fight us, that is. When there are enemies nearby. Genuinely surprising. I was actually just wanting to check what time it is. So, we don't need to fight things, so I won't. Captain's cabin. Out of curiosity, what was this door then? Another mysterious wooden door. Oh yes, I like to eat my bread and my tomato with a fork and knife. So this is the way we would have needed to go then. I think I saved before I began this venture. Kill Gaston. It's outside, of course. I'm surprised this isn't considered thieving. His booty! I can raid his booty. That's exciting. If I could talk to him first before I commence the moide. He's just chilling. Just staring ahead. You know, as captains are known to do. Just sitting stoic and with a 1,000-yard stare. I will relieve you of your Nern route. So I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna see if we can like talk to him first.
What in blazes? You ain't one of me crew. You best start explaining yourself, mate, if you want to get off this ship alive. Ah, what are you, some kind of preacher or something? One of them crazies from the church? I ain't got time for this.
Okay, so unsurprisingly, it's not the quick kill I was thinking it would be. Maybe it's a quick kill if it's like if they're unexpected. This guy's been a pretty good fight. I actually can't really see what I'm doing since I'm so invisible. Yeah, it's weird not seeing your animations. We're hitting him, kinda, I think. Playing. Oh my range is so pitiful too. Yeah, my only hope is to do the lunging attack. And this dinky little dagger. So he's dead. I'm actually kind of curious. So if I wouldn't have done a sneak attack, would it have been different?
What in blazes?
Oh, so we hit him. We hit him and then he's like, I'll just talk to you now.
Justice? I've been avoiding.
Okay, so he says the same thing. Sneak attack for 6 times damage. Yeah, all right, so it's the same shit. I was thinking like in the past we've done. Unless I have the wrong weapon equipped. That looks like it though. Blade of Woe, right? Yeah, Blade of Woe. Yeah. So previously, like instant killed our targets. This time, no such luck. But whatever, who cares? Let's finish this. I don't know if we actually have to kill him with the Blade of Woe. It'd be nice if I didn't, because it's very inconvenient. Technically, I didn't kill him with the Blade of Woe at all. Technically, the reflect damage got his ass. So anyway, that is... Oh. I was about to say, we're all good. Oh, he had a copy of the Lusty Argonian Maid. What a Chad. So we heard a commotion. Let me plunder his booty. Actually, not that amazing, but I'll still take it. Oh, they can see me. Okay. Well, I don't need this anymore, so I'll switch to my good shit, and I'll also not be invisible anymore. Since these are all pirates... Oh, I lost my gauntlets at some point. Since these are all pirates, I don't think they'll be... I don't think there's like any crimes related to what we're doing right now. It's all fairly lawless anyway, so I don't think anyone's gonna really mind. Did I move this ring unintentionally? Anyway, back to what we had previously. Ring of Retribution. And this one. Oh, right. And then our primary armor, which is this stuff. Bringing a cutlass to a claymore fight. And also no armor. Bonk. Oh god, he like physicsed. Bonk. Whoa! It's always so fun seeing them what's the word? How exaggerated it is. Watch them flail backwards. Mr. Stoats, good to see you, buddy. How do I fare? I fare quite well. We're doing some more Oblivion. We're doing specifically some Dark Brotherhood activities. And we just took out our latest target, Gaston. Got his ass quite handily, and took out his homies that rushed in to help. And now I feel quite accomplished. I also wonder... we're just gonna leave. We're not gonna, like, stick around to fight more people. I also wonder if I Let's go out this way. Presuming that we do leave, you know, some other pirates around, if that means the other dark elf lady will be the new captain for the ship. Now that the old captain has gotten got. Was I trying for stealth kills? Yeah, it was weird. Like we had the Blade of Woe out, and we were invisible, and we were definitely sneaky. And I went to do like a stealth attack on the guy as he was seated, and we got a stealth damage. We got like, you know, stealth hit ×6 confirmed. But then he just started talking to us, like automatically did the thing where he began conversation. He's like, "What are you? You're not part of my crew." So, I'm guessing that like a lot of times the Blade of Woe gets an instant kill, but I guess not always necessarily.
The Altmer have power. I hope I made myself clear the first.
Yeah, she always says the same thing. So she just says, you know, "Don't be on my ship." I'm like, all right. I've definitely never been on your ship before, lady. Never, ever once. Funny quirk of the... Oh yeah, I'd like to hear it, Stoats. I'd be down. If there's like some cool stiff. We've talked to that guy, the high elf in the blue. Alright, so anyway, so next time we go to the Dark Brotherhood clubhouse, we'll tell them all about our feats of grandeur. So we can then head back to the lady out in the Talos Plaza, give her the updates on the Thieves Guild quest we're knocking out right now. An HMS Pinafore joke in the Pirates of Penzance. I know about the Pirates of Penzance, but I'll confess I don't know what HMS Pinafore would be. HMS Pinafore, what could that stand for?
Farewell. Hello.
It is additive for like the spell effects and shit like that, so you can stack things pretty well. Well, that's pretty much it, because for a while there, well, actually still, what I'm currently doing whenever I need to sneak is, yeah, I just add in a bunch of chameleon things onto my, based on the equipment that I have, and I just use that to carry my ass to be sneaky. And then like, we can check here, and it, oh, not here, we would check in like the list of properties, and it would say chameleon 85, so that means we have 85% perfect camouflage, which is pretty cool. It's another musical. Oh, okay. Her Majesty's Secret Service, gotcha. Or Her Majesty's Service, rather.
Anyone in Cyrodiil drives a harder bargain than Palmyria at Divine Elegance.
She's the best I know. Luckily, she'll teach you some of her tricks.
Good day. I'm
Good
glad
day.
you're here.
Let's talk about the dude, Hieronymus Lex, the dinosaur.
Evacuate the waterfront? Excellent.
He's got the fuck out of there.
One last task for you. As a sign of good faith, the Thieves Guild needs to return Roromir's ice staff to the Arcane University.
Probably is a good call, honestly.
However, the wizards are not to be trusted. I'm sure they are watching for us to put it back where you got it. They would
Put it
have
in their
no
toilet.
qualms about killing you once they had the ice staff back. Instead, I want you to put Roromir's ice staff into Ontus Vaynen's safe chest. He keeps one in his home. Ontus is a former university researcher.
Then you pay me?
Greedy bastard, aren't you? I like that in a thief. You'll have to see Skriva about that. I'm just running the scam.
Says I'm just doing the shit. Get it to 100. Yeah, I mean we have potions for it, we have spells for it. We don't have any enchantments for it. Enchantment items, that is. But of course, now that we have access to the Arcane University, we probably could do that DIY ourselves. Well, actually, I don't know if that's quite how it works. But we could, I'm sure we would have the means to do so. But we have potions and scrolls that do give us additional chameleon effects. Alright, why are we standing up suddenly? Everything cool? Alright, we're cool. Alright, see you later. So then, we have our marching orders. We are to then return the staff. Oh, but we're going to a fairly nearby place. That is convenient.
How do you do? I understand money is tight, but buying discounts.
Is he staying here? Septim Hotel. Let's double check the quest intel. Ontus Vanin. He's got his own house. No one can see you when you're not sneaking. That's a good point too, because I typically go into sneak mode when I am in chameleon mode. Why is there a... Oh, it's just on the radar. I was like, why is there a cave thingamajig here? Excuse me. Yeah, so I typically go into sneak mode, but yeah, if you have Chameleon and 100, I think you're functionally invisible and can do anything. Not anything, but like, I know when you have invisibility active, invisible means you like you're unseen, but the minute you act, oh, here we go. The minute you act, then you're exposed like instantly. The invisibility winks out. So whereas Chameleon seems like it does not behave that way, which is pretty nice. So it's like it stays put so long as the spell is active or the effect is active. So that's kind of where Chameleon becomes so powerful and so delightfully exploitable. Exploitable for our own selfish gain. I love it. Anything else cool before I plunder what needs to be plundered? Actually, I'm not plundering. I'm placing something. So it's as an anti-plundering operation. Got a basement of quartz. Pick that up in a little bit. I think I need to go upstairs though. What time's it right now? I guess I don't know, but oh wait, hold on. It is about noon. So he's out and about right now. Same as invisibility spell, but none of the exactly, no restrictions, so you're able to just kind of fuck around and do whatevskis, and it's great. Same way in Morrowind. Morrowind was the same way, and I remember as a kid, when I first played the game, I was like having trouble with that, because I would think, oh, I'm invisible, but the invisibility spell always just happens to wear out right when I need it not to. So like, what gives? And eventually figured out like, oh, there are limitations with the invisibility effect. Took a while to really understand that. I'm being very sneaky the way that I'm climbing on top of their dresser. There's no one in here right now, but when they return, they will be bothered. There's this chest. I planted it in there. There we go. With his buckled shoes and his folded cloth, he'll never suspect a thing. Anything else here? You got your tan plates and your calipers, your shovels in a barrel somehow. Your 3 gold, sure. Every once in a while you'll get lucky and you'll find some random skooma somewhere, but this guy apparently is not a skooma fiend. So lame. Get the fuck out of here before anybody catches me doing some questionable activities in here. We'll give her the good news and oh, hold on. Oh, I think now it's saying we would go back to Braville then. Okay, so that concludes this portion of it, I suppose. I'll go and talk to her to see if there is anything else that she has to say about the whole matter. I think we're in good shape though. Except I can't remember. Was this it? No, this is not it. What was her name again? I forgot what the name is. Bethardell, she is with what was the name of the person she's staying with? Shit. Memory of a goldfish, I swear. If it wasn't... Oh, it was over there. So I was in the wrong... Yeah, I recognize that name.
Speak.
It was the wrong side. The wrong side of the railroad tracks.
Bag isn't fancy, but it feels right.
There we go. You okay, lady? See you knocking things about.
I need you to leave so I can lock up. It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Alright, so I guess the lady isn't here anymore.
That name sounds familiar. Something to do with the Arcane University. Most wizards live somewhere in the Imperial City.
Although they could probably teleport anywhere they want to, honestly.
The Grey Prince is nothing but a fake. Haven't you heard? His father was a vampire. He's no orc. He's a monster. Someone should put him down.
Now, I don't know this for sure, but apparently if we do sign up for the arena, then that will be us. That someone will be us. Okay, so the lady isn't here anymore. She's presumably gone back to the main place, the waterworks areas. So yes, that will eventually conclude the misdirection quest. So we've vanquished the Dark Brotherhood quest, the Thieves Guild quest. We need to go... Oh, right, we need to find this book in the Market District. We're actually fairly close to the Market District. Let's just warp there. Sounds like a nice time. So yeah, we need to get ourselves to first edition, find a particular book that will give us some more intel on... Here we go. On a folk tale about these crystals that we're looking for. Let's see if you've got the goods. Also a chance that it's not just, you know, lying around here, that it would actually be in his shop and I'd have to like buy it. Which means spending money. Oh man, I have so little gold on my person. I only have 80,000 gold, so I'm really struggling. Yeah, we're practically scraping by, barely scraping by even. Really cool if you just had it out though, just hanging out, ready for somebody to read it with, to absorb it with their eyeballs. What if it's what if it's behind the counter? Is this it? No, that's not it. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go behind your counter really quick. History of lockpicking. I was hoping that would like give me some lockpicking knowledge. Alright, so he doesn't have it out front at least.
Good day. If you need something enchanted, Calendil has the goods.
Got the goods. So he doesn't have it as a conversation topic. Document of... Oh my. So it's a big-ass scroll that... For some reason... I would expect this to be the opposite. I thought it was going to, like, make your endurance and willpower worse and make your speechcraft and personality better, but that is, in fact, quite the opposite. Nightfall. Here it is. All right, so let's get some knowledge about it.
See me again.
Come and see me sometime.
Be seeing you.
So let's take a look at what this book's got. Oh, for a second I was like, wait, no, I bought this. I didn't steal it. I was like, oh, right. Different book that happened to be green. Don't judge a book by its cover, and don't assume that all books with the same color, with the same similar cover are exactly the same. So yes, Everflow Ewer. Mountains near Bruma. We've already pinpointed it. Oh man, I kind of would have rather it said I need to read this ourselves and try to figure it out manually versus it just telling us. Refined frost salts. So Julienne might be able to get us the knowledge. What's up, Mr. Black Magics? Good evening to you, and by some definitions, good morning, but good evening. So, in all fairness, this is a 14-page document, so maybe we don't necessarily want to read it, but we'll just trust that the notes are correct. But yeah, we need to talk to Julienne first. I believe she is the resident alchemist person. We're doing some more side questing shenanigans, and so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not nearby actually.
You look skilled in alteration.
Oh, you're the lady I was just talking to earlier. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking to her earlier, but she has nothing else for us right now. She must be chilling. Whoops. So where are we going exactly? Back in Breville. Wait, hold on. Back in Breville. Active quest. Okay, back to the university. That makes more sense. I was like, why would I need to go to Breville? Yeah, this would be a university operation. Because she's the one that first told... Well, the last person that told us about this folktale. She was the one that gave us more intel.
Have you been to Wellspring Grove? You should be out acquiring a mage's staff for your...
Oh, right. Mage's staff. Yeah, we need that too.
I don't know what our...
Always with the necromancy. Actually, what does he say about this lad?
That name sounds familiar. Something to do with the Arcane University.
Okay, I was thinking maybe he would have more info.
You shall have a true mage's
Greetings,
steps.
guildmate.
Good afternoon.
Anything else I can help with?
Yes, actually. Tell me about these refined, salty, frosty
Yes,
salts.
I have them for sale. If you'd like to buy some, feel free. They're top quality. I refined them myself.
Delicious!
I don't know what.
And
art-
always the necromancy. Yeah, we've
You
heard
never
that
know
sub
when you
subject
might
so many
need a good
times, but it's
strong
always
potion. Best to
highlighted.
stock up now while you can.
stock up while you can. Refined frost salts. They're not cheap. I will take, I guess, all of them. So we have what we need for that particular side quest. I guess I might as well sell some stuff while I'm here. Here, take 10 of these bastards. Oh, except you have hardly any gold to your
Thank
name.
you
Never
for
mind.
your business.
I just gave her like a couple hundred bones, but she's unwilling to part with more than than 10 or 15 at a time.
Be sure to remember me and bring them
Well
here.
met, guildmate.
Good afternoon. What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
So with that,
So long.
yeah, we'll go outside this way. So now we warp back. Oh wait, no, we don't warp. We go. Where are we going? It's up here. We've actually been there before. Well, we've been around there. Let's go here. The Beast Maw. That sounds like a nice, happy place. Necromancer and ESO. Accidentally raised a few friends. Right, yeah. I remember that in Morrowind too. If you summoned really anything near or inside of a town, oh gosh, then yeah, the guards will automatically begin to attack you and anything you summon. So they don't like that. That does not reflect well, apparently. Minotaurs and Spriggans and bears, oh my. Ouch. The Minotaur's almost gone. Oh my god, bear, calm your titties down. Goddamn, that's the wrong spell. Trying to heal. There we go. Bonk. She's gonna go for the heal, and I'm not gonna let her. The Minotaur horn? Sure, why the hell not? That's evidence of my conquerings. So we don't actually want to go to the, what's it called? The Gaping Maw. The Beast's Maw. We've already been there before. We don't need to fuck with this. Yeah, the Beast's Maw. We want to go over here. Place over here has the goods. The goods we shall acquire, hopefully. But it's nearly 1 a.m., so we will need to wrap up pretty soon here. I actually have to get up extra early tomorrow because Dexter actually has a grooming appointment tomorrow. And he's very excited, aren't you, buddy? He's very excited. And he, I mean, he doesn't actually love going to the groomer, but he tolerates it, so... Yeah, I have to get up early before I go into the office. I have to drop him off kind of en route to where I'm going. Oof. So here it is. Frostfire Cave. I'm guessing there will be monsters and things to deal with, like rats of all things. Wasn't expecting that. Just woke up like magics. Was that like by intention or like being unable to get back to sleep? Because I know the insomnia is never funsies. There we go. Okay, I think that was another instance of I didn't do shit. I think the reflect damage was what did the trick there. Nice little dead end. And a motherfucking bear. I think that is a brown bear. It is. I can tell based on how brown it is. Also because the black bears, of course, are much darker. So when it was kind of lighter, I was like, I think I know what's going on. You guys are tanky. Yeah, much more so than black bears. Bottle and a diaper change. Yeah, understandable. And then also the insomnia. Yeah, I figure that probably doesn't exactly help. But kiddo needing attention makes perfect sense. Not a lot in this dungeon otherwise. No treasure chests, no cool caches of neat things. However, we did find the goods. Along with lions and bears, we just need a tiger, and then we'll be all set. Let's see, I want to get this one's at least one of those at their attention. Fighting one of these and a mountain lion and a black bear simultaneously doesn't sound particularly fun. Even though black bears, like we just saw, are not quite as tanky as the brown bear boys. The goods, but then what about the bads? Well, this does look pretty ominous, so you could be forgiven for thinking it is not the bads. I think we've actually seen this once before. I think I stumbled upon this by accident. So I think I've been in this area once before. Open the seal by touching it. Boop. Frostfire Glade. Swirling freezing mists. Extreme cold is unbearable without magical protection, which we do have. Begin carefully searching. So this is technically part of the dungeon. I do like the design of this door. Very pretty. Let's see. I don't know how large this place is. This might take a bit. I think, actually, let's do this. Let's go and wrap up here, actually. We'll explore this next time. I was actually hoping we would have time to wrap this up and then at least begin the Oblivion gate in front of Skingrad, but we'll save that for next time. As I kind of underestimated how long it would take to knock out some of these last items we had. We knew this was going to be a very side quest heavy exploration because because we had several side quests we had gained from Leyawiin, as well as a few other places that were very Imperial City centric. So I'm not terribly surprised. But like I said, that's okay though. We'll wrap up here and then we'll continue this next time.